And today is the best of Stern. We're just going to jump right into it this morning. In this first segment, Quincy Jones made a speech at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Awards that will go down in history. And here's how it happened. It's the best of the Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle.
All right, here we go. This is Quincy Jones. For those of you just tuning in, this is Quincy Jones in an insane asylum. No, what is he? He's making a speech to who, Robin?
He's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducting Nashui Ertegun.
Who is some record company guy.
Into the Hall of Fame.
He's the brother of a record company guy. Record company guys like to give each other awards. You know, I can't get an award. And the reason I can't get an award is because I'm too busy working. Record company guys give each other awards. And you know what they give each other awards for? For listening to records. These
and
are guys,
liking them.
Yeah, and liking them. These are guys who think that they should have a big award ceremony because they signed a couple of hit bands. They don't tell you about all the clunkers they signed and lost money for the record company. Let me tell you something. If you had a job where the whole day you went out and listened to bands and people brought you tapes, plus you had a bunch of A&R guys who listened to tapes and all that kind of stuff,
yeah,
and you signed millions of guys, and out of those millions of guys you get 5 or 6 good records a year, and that's what they give each other awards for. That is it. That's the whole thing. So they marched Quincy Jones up there to be some kind of lackey and praise Nashui Ertegun. Nashui. Nashui?
I think it's Nashui. Or I don't know. Is it Nashui?
I think it's Nashui in this country, Nashui in his homeland.
Let's see how Quincy says it.
His parents were, I think, from China.
Where are they from? Aren't they Turk?
And the first thing they see, that's how they name their kids. They saw a pair of new shoes, and they were like, Nashui. And that's how he got his name.
What were they looking at when they saw Ertegun?
Earth, the Earth. Earthy. Earthigan. The Earth again? I just saw it yesterday. Earth again.
And what about, what is the other one's name?
Ahmet?
Yeah.
He was at a Mets game. Ah, Mets. He saw Darryl Strawberry.
Ah, Mets.
They have a daughter named No Penis. No penis. No penis. A Met? No penis? No shoey? All right, let's get on with it. So here he's giving himself an award by Quincy Jones. And he's dead, no less.
Hello.
Hello. People of Earth.
In Turkish, they would say nasılsın. Ahmet. Or Choki.
Boy.
Or Yedam.
And you know, Quincy Jones has a lot of credibility with these people. So at the beginning here, everyone's like, yeah.
Oh, maybe he's into something.
Look how relaxed he is. He's going somewhere with this.
He's speaking Turkish.
He's speaking a lot of different languages. Good speech. It's going to be kind of entertaining. Little did they know. I hear by the end of the speech, people were like dragging him off the stage.
Oh, okay.
Serious times. And because of the serious times, we will go the other way. The one thing I can't understand is why... Next, you have to tell me this. I've done records...
So Neshui's alive?
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I guess he's alive.
Reverend Baker. With the Clovers. Chuck Willis. Leslie Gore. Louis Jordan.
So these are people Neshui...
And they still say...
These are the people that Quincy has done records with.
Oh.
I'm still a bebopper. It's okay, you know. I mean, you know what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah.
It's all right. Big Maybell, whole lot of shaking going on. We did a lot of records together. I did it with him. Ray Charles. And the bottom line is, I came here tonight to talk about his brother, who is the quintessential essence of a European man.
Yeah, that's a tough word. Come on.
But quintessential? But when I use it, I make damn well sure I've rehearsed it a few times. Quintessential.
Sessional.
Quintessential?
His brother, who is the quintessential essence of a European...
By then, everybody knows we're in trouble.
Now what do we do?
And it was involved in American music.
Isn't the quintessential the 5th anniversary of America? Quintessential?
And a lot of Americans don't understand this. They really don't. White or black, they don't understand it. They don't understand that black music was understood by Neshui Erdogan.
White people don't understand that?
Or black people.
Or black people?
No, nobody understands it.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight, what he's saying now. Let's try to understand what he's saying. Because, even if you're...
Maybe he is making sense, huh?
Maybe he's loaded, maybe he's not. But, sometimes even when you're loaded, a lot of truths come out.
All right, let's see.
And I'm not saying the guy's loaded. Maybe it's that brain, when they open up his brain or something. I don't know. In that movie, they made him pretty coherent.
Could be narcolepsy. You never know.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
Some kind of infirmity.
Could be Thunderbird. You don't know what it is. Could be anything. It could be, hey, this is the way the guy talks.
Yeah, I've never heard him give a speech.
Right. Every time we see him, he's chopped up in a movie. So you take one of these statements, it's okay. He's saying that white people don't understand and black people don't understand black music.
Wait a minute. That couldn't be true. That's not what he said.
Wait, let me go back. I want to understand this. Let's get into it.
Don't. White or black, they don't understand it. They don't understand that black music was understood by Neshui Erdogan. It was taken truly seriously by Neshui and the entire European establishment.
So you're telling me, is he saying that a Turk, the roots of rock and roll were discovered by a Turk?
Apparently what he's saying is that...
Help me.
Neshui... I don't know whether he's saying black and white Americans can't understand how a European could understand black music, or whether none of us understood black music. It was Neshui who understood black music.
He's that befuddled that we don't even know what he's saying. Should we continue? I don't think we should labor on this.
No.
There's a long speech ahead of us.
Yes, because maybe he wraps it all up and it all makes sense.
Right. Maybe we give the man a chance.
Okay.
As the black American music that was the world's greatest living art form.
So I see he's now discovered his whole black...
A world's greatest living art form?
They make lousy wives, the blacks, but damn, they make some good music. Didn't he marry a white woman?
A couple of them.
Peggy Lipton.
Yeah.
Everybody's discovering their blackness in music.
By the establishment, quote unquote. And Neshui and Ahmed, they
have to take these guys seriously with names like Neshui
and
Ahmed.
help. Everybody here doesn't understand this right now. They help to understand that this was the important music.
This poor guy Neshui, he's sitting there, hey, Quincy Jones is toasting me, and it's turning into a nightmare. And he's probably like trying to be prideful every time he says, hey, Neshui understands this, and Neshui, but no one understands Quincy. And he's probably saying, wow, Quincy Jones saying I understand, and yet we don't understand Quincy.
Maybe this is what he's trying to explain, that black people are totally not understandable to anybody but Neshui.
Yeah, that's what I think he's saying. He's saying that this Turk, this Neshui, is the only guy who understands black people.
If you get a chance, you ought to get our general manager, Tom, in here to describe what was going on with the Erdogan family while he was giving the speech. They were sort of moving towards the stage trying to pull Quincy Jones off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they kept edging towards him, and they sort of got him off at one point, and then he got away and got back on for another 10 minutes.
Hey, Gary.
Yes?
Not to interrupt you, but can you get me some tissues?
Sure.
All right, thanks. Wish Gary would just get me stuff and not talk so much.
I was glad to see that he did pre-interview Tom, though.
Yeah, he interviewed Tom. He was pre-interviewing Tom this week and pre-interviewed the girls.
Baba Booey.
Worldwide, as one of the world's greatest living art forms.
He keeps repeating
it.
it.
To understand now. See, you don't understand being around New York. I was in New York in the 1950s.
Uh-oh.
Where music was about.
I like everything. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Nobody understands but Quincy.
You don't
apparently.
understand. Every minute you don't understand.
Does nobody know anything but Quincy?
Did he just say, you don't understand? You don't understand. So Quincy's family, I mean, Amit's was trying to pull him off there in Neshue?
Is Neshue alive?
dead.
I
Oh,
thought he
Neshue's
was
dead?
Right.
Because he's talking to Neshue.
He did refer to Neshue once during this conversation.
Neshue died of cancer like a
That's
year
what we
ago.
thought.
And it's really upsetting to the family because he founded Atlantic with his brother, and everyone loves him. So it was Amit, and then Neshue's widow, and his kids were there.
Right.
Sort of standing next to Quincy.
Right.
And then apparently they went out in the lobby, and the kids were like pacing around. They were so frantic over the speech.
Hey.
See, they don't understand. Quincy is still in mourning. He's all broken up.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking because he thinks Neshue's still alive, I think. That's what I'm getting out of this.
He can't let him go. We're in the middle of not understanding.
The doggy in the window.
Oh, wait, here he goes.
That's right. This is what music was about in the 50s?
Yeah. We're back to the 50s. You don't understand what music is about. Wait, I got to rewind a little.
Yeah, because in New York, he was in New York in the 50s.
Check this out.
You don't understand being around New York. I was in New York in the 1950s, where music was about.
Hello?
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
In the window.
Wait.
Come on, we keep messing up. That pause is so long.
All right.
The doggy in the window. The Yellow Rose of Texas. Kind of songs about that, you know. Davy Crockett. That was what popular music was about then. I was right in the city when that was happening, you know. I was an arranger for the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra.
I think he's doing a rap. He's kind of doing a rap like what I do. You guys don't understand what radio was like when I came to New York. It was so boring.
Yeah, but this is not a thing about Quincy Jones.
I know. This guy's way out of his mind. But I think he's leading up to Neshue coming in and...
Oh, he's going to bring...
Yeah, we hope. Poor Neshue.
Tommy Dorsey was saying the songs about... that's pop music, you know. And a young man came from Memphis, Texas, one night.
Memphis?
I was a ranger for Tommy Dorsey.
Memphis, Texas?
I don't believe that one exists.
Or maybe there is a Memphis, Texas.
Yeah, maybe he's right.
You know how, like, there's a Paris, New York?
Right.
And it was, his name was Elvis Presley.
No, he's not right.
No.
Howdy, Pond.
Maybe Elvis came from Memphis, Texas.
No.
Thomas Dorsey said, okay, we'll get rid of this tomorrow night. We get off our back. The next night we got 8,000 letters because he was the great white hope.
The white thing. Boy, this guy's got a lot of racial...
You know, all these people, they get drunk and all this anger.
Yeah, I know. All this racial hostility. Anyway, Elvis was white. Great white hope from Neshue and Turk. And... Hey, calm down, Quincy.
Maybe he wasn't drunk, though.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he was straight. Maybe this is the way the guy talks. I don't know. But this is kind of a really...
And Quincy, you thought was one of the nice ones.
Yeah, he's not one of the nice ones. I knew it.
All I can say is I've seen 100 interviews with Quincy Jones, and he never talked like that.
Yeah, I know.
Other ones.
Well, maybe that's why everyone was trying to get him to sit down. Maybe in the morning he'd regret the speech. You know, and also, you know, here's a guy, he's married white women and stuff. Why so hostile to white people? You know, what
well, you know, now he's hostile to half of his kids.
Yeah.
Because each of them is half white.
I know. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with that guy. We have to take a break and continue this right after these words.
Right now, though, we have more of that wacky Quincy Jones speech. It's the Best of Stern from 97.1, The Eagle.
How long is this speech anyway?
I don't know.
This guy's just going on.
Gary said they dragged him off and he got back.
They dragged him off and he went back up?
Well, Tom was trying to explain it to me yesterday. Tom said that they were sort of hovering around him.
Yeah.
And, you know, he said, you know, Amit was like standing like 10 feet away from him, and every time he talked, he'd take like a little side step to sort of get closer. It was sort of the signal to Quincy to finish up. And I think he said that at one point Quincy walked away from the mic and then turned around and went back.
Oh, cool. Let's get back to the action.
Very difficult for us to understand what the emotional revolution that happened in America in 1955. It happened in England in 1963. I was there too with Brian Epstein at the Mayfair Hotel when the Beatles said, "We like what the Everly Brothers are doing, but we'll never make it in America."
He was there.
Boy, this guy's everywhere.
He's almost like that monolith in 2001.
I was going to say, you know, there's certain people who get to be everywhere cool. We have no idea. If we could be anywhere we want now, we don't even know where to go. There's some guys who just like know to be with Brian Epstein, with the Beatles before they're coming to America.
At the Mayfair Hotel.
Yeah. At the Mayfair. You know, like we wouldn't even know.
We don't know what hotel it's happening at.
Yeah. You know who's like that? Lisa Robinson. She knows where to go. She's backstage with David Lee Roth. She knows where to be. We don't know where to be. We barely get here.
We know what happened afterwards. And that's what American music is all about, you know. It's about getting together and putting the things together.
He's talking about the Beatles getting together, and he's saying that's what American music is all about.
But he's talking about England. That's what American music is all about.
He's just like wacky.
You know, maybe we're not smart enough to understand what he's saying.
Hey, he's got a lot more money than we do.
Like Guns N' Roses, to the Rolling Stones, it's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Nesue.
It is not. The Guns N' Roses is the same thing as the Rolling Stones. It's the exact same thing. It absolutely isn't.
Do you remember in high school when you have a teacher like this?
I know. And you know what kills me? This guy's like considered a musical genius. He has no right to be famous or rich. He should be a janitor somewhere. Who never should have gotten Peggy Lipton.
Oh.
I should be with Peggy Lipton. This guy...
Rolling Stones?
Well, I guess he gets in the studio and that's where the magic happens, you know?
Guns N' Roses, exact same thing.
Guns N' Roses, Stones, same difference.
Exact same thing.
Peggy loved me, but she should have chosen Link. I didn't deserve her.
Oh, dear.
And what is his music? Totally original? Quincy Jones?
What is Quincy Jones' music? Nobody knows.
Nobody even knows what he does.
They still call him Bebop.
I'm... You know who's the greatest guy ever lived? Who's that guy from the Dean Martin show? He used to come on with the beard.
Foster Brooks?
Yeah. You know who's good guys?
Who?
Fred Norris.
Exact same thing.
Exact same thing as the Archie. Lazy bunch of bastards. Those Guns N' Roses. Stones.
Music was about the doggy in the window.
The doggy in the window. What was the one? Yellow Rose and Texas.
Davy Crockett.
Crockett.
And then a man came from Memphis, Texas.
Next week, Presley. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
This is great. This is just great.
I had an insight about this a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
He was the first one that understood that he should have an accredited course in jazz in UCLA.
Who? Neshui? Oh, the Beatles?
Did he mention a name?
Yeah.
I found out what happened. Quincy presented the award.
Right.
And then he got back to the podium again.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. They couldn't keep him away. It's like a magnet.
He had a lot to say.
To have a Jazzman record store in New Hollywood and cross the Crescent and Jazzman labels before joining Ahmet.
Oh, no. These guys recognize jazz.
Okay.
Now he's onto jazz. But he was just into the Stones and Guns N' Roses 2 seconds ago.
Right.
The people that were in the audience said that not only was it really rambling, but they were really insulted by it.
Why?
Because they said that he was sort of telling everyone in the audience that you don't know anything about music.
Yeah, of course. But they don't. Because most of them are just like radio guys. And some low-level record company executives.
And record labels in the mid-50s. Atlantic was one of the first pioneers, you know. Young people understand this, what it's all about.
Oh, no.
Voices everywhere.
And my wife, Peggy Lipton, didn't understand either. Where are you, Riddler?
One of the great pioneering labels back then, they had the insight to know that Atlantic was one of the great pioneering labels, and that's where we brought his knowledge. Is in.
At this point, they got him hooked up to like booze intravenously.
If they could just find the right mix, it might even him out.
Can somebody change the needle on this thing?
I think I need a new bottle.
You know, seriously, this guy might not even have been drinking. I swear.
I believe.
This might be the way he talks.
Yeah.
I mean, just let's say that.
Because I had teachers like this.
Right. In fact, most of my teachers are like this. That's why I'm so confused. It's not my fault. That's why I can barely follow conversation. But this is the kind of speech you pray for at these awards. I'm sure you wish you were there for this.
Absolutely. I'm sorry I missed it.
Right.
Everybody else was so coherent.
And everyone's saying, oh, it's terrible. It's the only thing to talk about at the whole stupid award show.
This is fun.
Who wants to watch John Lee Hooker get an award?
Enthusiasm, impeccable taste for the young company, and under the leadership of Matters.
This is rock and roll. Acting like this.
And Ahmet, Nashue, and Jerry Wexler, Atlantic Records turned out to be one of the greatest recording.
Greatest what?
I don't know. I think he just gobbled up that word.
Bunch of words.
The record eras of the modern jazz quartet.
Wait a minute, roll that back.
Turned out to be one of the greatest recording of the record eras of the modern jazz quartet. People like Ornette Coleman, Charlie Mingus, John Coltrane.
People are laughing.
Kermit McRae.
Kermit McRae.
Comet.
Lawrence.
Oh, people are applauding. Now they're applauding to get him off.
Maybe they think he's ended it.
Right. Okay, thank you, Kermit McRae. Yeah.
Milt Jackson. And my good friend.
Now they've just encouraged him. Because now... Did he say Milt Jackson or Michael Jackson?
I think he said Milt Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Milt Jackson. And my good friend, Ray Charles. It means a lot to me, you know. To talk about the roots of what it is also about. Atlantic turned out to be the greatest recordings of the great era of recorded that turned out to be the essence of the records like the Modern Jazz Quartet, Ornette Coleman.
He did this.
He did this already.
Charlie Mingus.
Oh, no.
John Coltrane. Carmen McRae. Thelonious Mack. And my good friend, Ronald Charles.
Ronald Charles.
Raoul Charles.
I was fortunate enough to be...
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Hi, we're having a problem tonight.
I was fortunate enough to be close to...
Yeah, take him off in a wheelchair. man's crippled.
With Ray Charles in Seattle in 1947 when we were 14 years old.
They should put this in his movie. Add it in. Edit it in.
Oh, please. It's got to be.
Well, I was 14 years old. He was 16 years old. And Ahmet said,
don't want to get the facts wrong.
This man has something that's happening.
Who?
Ahmet. Now we're on Ahmet.
Also, he did a pretty good job of producing Pele for the Cosmos. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Does anyone remember laughter?
No, I don't know how to say it, but these dudes were really behind me when I was trying to get my thing together. I was in a basement.
Still trying.
I say, are they still behind you?
And Ahmed and Jerry Wexler.
Neshri.
Erdogan. They were saying that Clovers and Laverne Baker and all these people, they knew they were happening. They knew it before everybody else knew it was happening.
What do you want to...
Let's bring up John. I ain't finished yet.
He's not finished.
He said, let's bring up who? John Lee Hooker. And he goes, I'm not finished yet? He's got more to say. Oh, this is great.
You think the people are applauding to like...
Yeah, to get them off. Say, hey, it's an end. Hey, okay, yeah, right. Okay, thank you. Someone's saying, hey, come on, let's get going on this. Oh, we got to go to work tomorrow.
And
this is a real serious affair, too. I mean, you know, these are like all executives and stuff there.
I've got to tell you about the time when we went into the 48th Street studio. When Phil Ramona was the engineer.
Oh, was it Phil Ramona or Bill Ramona?
The young genius.
Yeah, it's Phil Ramona.
Must be Phil.
Engineer. When we did an album with Ray Charles called the Genius of Ray Charles. And we had half of Duke Ellington's band. We have half of Count Basie's band. And we went in the studio and we said, let's do a record.
Thank you.
When we finished the take, one of the things called Let the Good Times Roll, Phil Ramone said, come in the studio, and there was Neshri, Jerry Wexler, and it was Ahmet Wexler.
Ahmet Wexler? Ahmet Wexler? His guy's name's Ahmet Ertegun.
Now he's changed his family.
Ahmet Wexler.
Ahmet Ertegun.
Right.
Caught that one.
Whoops.
And he said...
He's just the guy he loves. He doesn't know his name.
Here is a sound you've never heard before. It was called stereo.
All right.
There was a sound coming out of every side of the speaker. It was half of Duke Ellington's band. It was half of Bass's band.
Hey, let him go on.
Wait a minute, guys.
What is he saying?
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
He's getting angry.
It was half of Bass's band. Wait a minute, guys. And it was the first time I'd worked with Ray Charles since we'd left Seattle.
Gotcha.
I met Ray Charles when I was 14 years old.
We heard that.
And he was 16 years old.
Oh, no.
And Jerry, Neshri, and Ahmet were there. It was very important.
I'd like to be this guy's accountant. I just take all his money.
Get him all...
Yeah.
It wasn't no mixing down. You said, whatever you come out of the studio with, that's what you get. And the sound is what you get, is what you hear.
I see poster.
Right next to my poster of, this is the first day in the rest of your life, make the most of it. What if there was a war and nobody came? And of course, this.
And the sound is what you get, is what you hear. The engineer was Phil Ramone.
All right. See?
And Neshri came on to become one of our greatest innovative executives. And towards the end of his career, he said to me, there's a man that started with no sun in Venice. There's a lot of sun in Venice.
What?
He made jazz records. He was committed to that. He left a legacy of innovation. And I'm telling you this, because we have a strange kind of legacy right now. Everybody looks back 6 months ago and they say, that's old school. It's not true. I was lucky enough to come up with the first team of American music. Louis Armstrong, Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh, boy.
Duke Ellington.
So beat us up.
Yeah, so kill us. We weren't there. You were.
Sarah Vaughan.
He was lucky.
Gerald. And Neshy, we understand what this was all about.
Neshry's dead.
Guess what?
Yeah. Somebody break the news to him.
Wait a minute, man.
Oh, no. Now they're pulling him off.
I got more to say.
Let me listen to you. Don't forget the legacy that they left, you know, because...
Go live in a trailer with Bo Diddley.
Let me listen to you.
There's a little more. Should we keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated.
You guys digging this?
Unbelievable.
I'm digging it. You digging it, Fred?
This is sad.
I love
You
it.
can't take your eyes off it.
It's kind of fun, though.
Oh, come on. He'll wake up in the morning and be fine.
Right. He'll get back. I've seen him on Oprah. He was fine. He'll be fine in the morning. Of course. And we wonder how they got Chuck Berry's money. What, did somebody miss this guy's money? Quincy? Quincy, we're going to start a mink farm in Memphis, Texas. Well, I'll go for that. Naturally.
Who's in it? Raoul Charles?
Raoul Charles, who was 16. I was 14.
Valious Mink.
Valious Minky. Valious Minky.
Oh.
It's better enough the guy's name's Thelonious Monk.
Yeah, you don't butcher a name like that.
Valious Minky.
Okay. This is the classical music of America. Louis Armstrong, Dizzy Gillespie, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, and you're going to look back and say, I didn't know we had that.
You should have carried him off in a straitjacket.
I didn't know we had that. Oh.
I feel very much about this.
You know, these guys with jazz, let me just say something, in this guy's ramblings, these guys with jazz all make it seem like, what's wrong with the public that they're not sophisticated enough to get into jazz? Jazz blows.
Look, the people like what they like.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
all there is to it.
What, you have to like jazz in order to be, it's horrible. It's all over the place. You can't get into it. You can't dance to it. You can't think to it.
Makes me want to drive off the road.
Yeah, I know. I mean, excuse me for being a bore. Sorry, Fred. I just don't like it.
Hey, they like it in Europe. Go there.
Yeah, go live there. All these guys, they're all bitter and hostile because, we had Louis Armstrong and you guys didn't pay attention to him. He was brilliant. He was brilliant. I didn't like it.
That's classical music.
Classical. That's all classical. That's the black man's classical music. Yeah? Well, then go listen to it.
But black people don't even listen to it.
No, of course not. Black people hate jazz. Just a couple of you bougie blacks.
So did Neshui. You can laugh.
He must have heard us.
He's talking to us.
Or whatever. I feel like the luckiest human being on the planet.
You're not acting like it.
Here.
In Iran.
Be born at this time.
Doesn't sound like you're real happy about it.
Sounds like you're drowning your sorrows. Quite honestly. Just grab him off.
Nobody can catch him. He's sliding through their fingers.
Hey, guys.
I promise you'll understand what I'm talking about when it happens.
Oh.
They will be considered the Bach, the Beethovens.
The box?
Box, B-O-X. Give me a box. I got to vomit.
Drums of the future, of our culture. And unfortunately, the Americans are the ones that don't understand what it's all about.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody thinks they have it covered. But I promise you don't understand what's happening.
They didn't understand Mozart either. Come on.
I promise you don't understand what's happening. Well, okay, so we don't understand. What are you going to do?
We don't get it. We're not hip.
Music is music. Either you like it or you don't. That's what makes a hit record. You can't force somebody to like something they don't like.
It's not the first time we've not recognized something.
Yeah.
Okay?
We'll recognize it if we pay for it.
Are the people that understands what this is music is all about. And I'm very happy to say that Neshua Reagan was one of the people that understood.
Neshua Reagan.
first.
All right. Thank you. And good night. Does he get off?
I don't know.
And Selma.
Who?
And Ahmed. And Mika. And Layla. And Rustan.
All these people I've
and
embarrassed?
the people that follow this legacy. You can laugh all you want to, you know. In 50 years, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I love them. I love what they stood for. And I'm very proud to be part.
See, this is a real speech.
Left towards us, you know, including this man that stands beside me tonight, Ahmed Erdogan, because we started together, you know. You better understand what you're all about. That's what America's about.
Have him on Oprah and play this for him.
This is Selma Erdogan.
Selma or Thelma?
Well, she was Thelma last time. Maybe
No,
that
it's
was
Selma.
a mistake. I don't know.
Where's Thelenius Mink? Thelma Mink.
And to Layla.
Uh-oh. Layla? He named his daughter Layla?
I thought her was Mika.
Layla?
And Rustan.
Ooh.
They are beautiful human beings, and they have something to be very proud about with what their father left for them. You know, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Thank you tonight.
Where's Malika and Sabrina? That's it.
Oh, my goodness. What a speech.
Hey, we got through it. We liked it. That was fun.
What a speech.
I liked the speech.
That was heartfelt.
Yeah, it was kind of real, you know? Hey, so maybe the guy had a few drinks. Who knows what he did? A few cocktails.
You people.
You know, I understand. I can picture Jackie giving the same speech a couple of years ago.
Jackie has given speeches like this.
Emily and Deborah, your father, that son of a bitch. He loved me, but I never knew it.
And I was there.
And Fred, he do crap.
I was there at the Madison Square Garden.
I'll never forget the time your old man was pumpering and I handed him a piece of paper and said, Malika Sabrina.
And I was the inventor of flying gag writing.
I invented flying gag writing, damn it. Well,
and your father understood that.
And we were in the room, me and Nancy
and Billy West.
Hey, Allison, I love you. You got a lot to be proud of. You son of a bitch. Yeah.
Your father was the box of comedy.
Someday you'll understand.
And you can laugh all you want.
And I only wanted more money to get a throat operation.
Oh, man.
All right, let's take a break and let's get to the news.
The only question I have
Yeah.
if you had to give a speech out,
yeah, I better get loaded.
Would you sit there and drink until it was time? I don't know.
You don't know that he was drinking. Would I know?
I've seen people do that. I'm not saying Quincy Jones did that.
Right, because you don't know that he was drinking.
But would you sit there and have 5 or 6 drinks?
Yes. Yes.
It was time for you to give your...
That's not enough drinks. That speech is almost enough to make Jackie stop drinking.
Not quite.
Not quite, though. All right, let's take a break, come back. Let's tell people what's going on. Maybe we'll have time for a couple of phone calls because we're getting off at 10 o'clock today.
I hope they understand. Maybe they'll understand 50 years from now.
You don't understand 50 years from now. You'll see. You'll be laughing. You can laugh, by the way. Because you're going to see 50 years. And then I hung around with Rowie's dummy. I hung around with a bunch of losers. I should have listened.
Because that's what you're all about.
After my first wife left me, I knew. I laughed. All right. She ran off with Larry Schwartz. All right, let's take a break.
Time, if you remember this, for Jackie the Joke Man to relive his horrible loss on Star Search. what is it? Star Search. Let's check in on the best of Stern.
Here we go, Robin. Let's listen once and for all. We have never played the entire Jackie performance in Star Search. It was much too painful to play the whole thing.
I know I watched it, but, you know, it has faded from my memory.
Jackie still swears to this day. We got into an argument again 5 years later that Jackie says he still won.
He got more laughs.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
I mean, you know he's listened to this tape a million times.
Oh, yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I was the one who said, Jackie, why are you going on Star Search? I got to go to California for a week because I have my own career, and I got to be national. That was when he was on his national campaign. Meanwhile, now he's
me to break out.
Now he's with us, and he's national. Everybody knows him.
I wanted to do the show.
Yeah, but it's wrong. You already had a successful career. For guys who don't have a career in terms of the exposure you were getting.
It was a fun thing to do, and I'm glad I did it. I was watching one night, and
You're glad you lost.
I saw a couple of guys on the show that were like my opening acts when I was on the road, and I just wanted to do it.
All right.
Well, that was a good idea.
Because you thought you'd win, and then when you didn't win, you realized it was bad
I wanted to do it either way. It wasn't bad.
Sure it was. All right, here we go. He doesn't know what's good for him.
If I had won on that show, we would have never played it, and I would have never heard of it.
No, that's not true.
It's probably a career move to lose.
Who wants to have Ed McMahon and his pals judging you?
Ed didn't judge. He doesn't.
And I don't know that, you know.
Ed doesn't work that
No,
far.
I know Ed doesn't judge, but, saying it's his thing. All right, here we go, Robin.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. If I could get the tape to play, that'd be even better. All right, here we go.
Now, we've seen some fresh, bright comedy talent to present. We have some. The current champion is back after winning for the first time last week. He's from Islip, New York. Here's Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Steve-O, like that's his name, Steve-O, one word.
Steve-O. Well, in all fairness to Ed, what the hell is Steve-O? I mean, how are you supposed to pronounce that? Although he does get everyone's name wrong. It's supposed to be Steve-O and Jackie the Joke Man, but it's Jackie the Joke Man.
I hate that. Oh, man.
Jackie the Joke Man. All right. Now, you hear the applause Steve-O's getting? Right. You don't tell me those aren't Sweetened.
It is great to be back. This is fun. It really is. You want to have some fun? Here's something you can all try. Next time you're over a friend's house, ask to use the bathroom, right? And take a bath. It'll pick your friends off. You'll have a great time. Give it a shot. I've done it. I enjoy it. Bring a magazine. Get pruny. It's fun. I had fun this afternoon. I was in the supermarket. A young mother turned her back for a second, so I took her kid and put him in a different cart. The guy tried to buy the kid, confused the cashier. She's like, Mike, I need a price. Dial 5. Rubbing on the computer. It was kind of a good time. Next time you go to a restaurant that has a sign in front of it that says shirts and shoes required, take off your pants.
Because he's not doing that great.
No, he's killing.
Yeah, but do you hear the laughs going on in there? Do you think he was Sweetened, Jackie?
No.
Okay.
Wait, let me explain.
Okay,
Hold
okay,
on, give me 5 seconds here. It's a TV audience.
Would you laugh that hard at a guy who goes, hey, next time you're over somebody's house, why don't you yes, use the bathroom, why don't you take a bath?
These people are tourists. They're tourists. They're so excited to be part of the TV
you're nuts.
show.
You are a nut.
No, I'm not a nut.
You don't even know show business.
No, I don't know anything.
How many years have you been in show business?
You put a bunch of
How many years have you been in show business? And you don't know that that's Sweetened? Jackie, just listen to me for 1 second.
Carson walks out on stage and they cheer until he calms
Carson.
down. No, it's just that people are hyped up.
This is Steve-O. You're comparing Carson and Steve-O.
No. I'm just saying people are hyped up in that situation.
All right.
You know that's right.
Okay. But you mean they're going to laugh at something even if it's not funny because they're hyped up?
They're going to overreact.
The guy says, hey, next time you're over someone's house,
I'm not going to
ask to go to the bathroom and take a bath. And the guy Would you tell him, Robin? Would you open your mouth?
I think it's a lost cause.
All right.
Trying to convince Jackie.
Why do I keep trying?
I don't know.
What is it?
What is it about you?
Why don't I give up on him?
Yeah, what is it about you that you need to have him believe this?
Because I can't believe he doesn't believe it.
All right, we're both Sweetened.
All right, let's keep going. Okay.
Go on to the premise.
Let's keep going.
Everybody has help.
All right. Everybody at home, you judge because we'll ask you to vote afterwards.
Oh, boy.
They got to let you in, right? And they'll seat you a lot quicker, so give that a shot. Nice way to embarrass your date. Talk about embarrassing. I had the most embarrassing date of my life last night. I dated a tanning fanatic. You ever meet one of these people, like a tanning freak? Always has, like, baby oil all over her body. You pick her up for a date, it's like, hi, honey.
I can hear the guy hitting the tape. I can hear it kicking in. Hey, do you ever date a girl who tans a lot? You date her and you go, ah!
Yeah, 5 minutes, Quincy.
What are we talking about here? I must know somebody who works on Star Search.
I'm surprised no one's called in yet.
Yeah, we got to find out.
It has to be somebody that used to.
Meet family. Hi, Miss Johnson. Sorry. Embarrassing day. Car broke down on the way home. Very sad. People will not help you on the freeways if your car breaks down. I'm standing in the middle of the road looking for help, saying, "Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, I'll wait for a cop. I'm fine. Thank you." I won't stop and help, actually, if somebody's broken down by the road. Could be a madman, could be a sicko. If I had a gun, maybe I would stop. Like, what's wrong? What, you got a fight? Get out of the car! No! I got a jacket back! My name is Steve O. Thank you very much for listening. Good night.
You two at the Coliseum doesn't get that kind of applause.
The Big Steam Championship is the challenger. He can be heard across the country on the radio show Jackie the Jokeman. Here's Jackie Martling.
Jackie the Jokeman. Now listen to the thunderous applause for Jackie the Jokeman. No offense to Jackie, nobody knew him out in California at that time.
Thank you. Some of you folks might recognize me. My picture was in a lot of magazines last fall. The New York Times had a contest. Everybody had to send in suggestions for water conservation, and I won first prize. It was my idea for fat people to get in the bathtub and then fill it up.
Come on. Listen to the laughs on that.
So you're saying they're laughing. I mean, you're saying it's sweetened, but
sweetened?
But you're hearing laughter.
I'm hearing laughter, but man, I don't know. I think that's coming from a tape.
Somebody calls us and says,
Fred, play a tape of an audience laughing. That's what we're hearing. And those are the same exact people.
The same people.
It's the same people.
How'd they get them?
Yeah.
They taped it off our show.
Yeah. Come on, Jackie. I mean, that joke is not. I mean, that's not the kind of joke you. I mean, it might be something interesting to think about.
What I want you to say.
What does he say? The letter Q. What does he say?
He's the guy who proposed getting in the tub and then filling it for water conservation.
Funny joke. Displacement.
That is not a funny joke.
Funny joke.
That's not a funny joke.
Ask somebody.
The idea that he gets in the tub and fills it up first?
You're such a jerk.
No. Now listen, I go under the premise, I find you to be a very funny guy. You make me laugh all day.
Good.
But that's back in the office.
Oh.
That's classic displacement humor, Howard. How can you question?
Displacement! Don't you get it? Fred, you tell him. Do you think that's a funny joke?
It's not one of the benefits, but what's
ironic...
He's
got funny, dirty jokes. That was not the right environment for you.
What's ironic is they both started with bath jokes.
Yeah, isn't that startling? Steve-O.
Now that is weird. It's what's weird is Fred noticed that.
You know what's weird? Jackie, listen to Steve-O and goes, yeah, that's it. I'll go with my bath joke. Joke for joke.
Yeah, matches this.
Come on, that isn't... Is that a funny joke?
Let's see if there's a suntan
Fred,
joke there.
Let's be totally honest.
It's not one of my favorites.
No, Fred.
It's not one of my favorites.
Robin,
that would be a no.
I'm even debating whether it's a joke.
No, it's an observational kind of joke.
Let's start from the basics. Was it in English?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And was it understandable? I mean, could you understand what I said?
Yes.
That's two things in my favor.
But I don't think it was a joke. Now, I've heard you tell jokes.
Right.
That is not a joke. Your idea was to get in a tub and let the tub fill up first. Why?
I have a new joke. You want to hear
For water conservation.
Because it takes less water.
Why
it doesn't.
It doesn't, though.
Yeah, well...
How does that help water conservation?
I guess
I'm being serious.
I guess you just have to go with
he's all upset
Would
now.
you like me to explain it there?
Because you jump into the tub and you just splash out the water. Is that the joke?
See, if you're a fat person, you would understand this joke. But unfortunately, it probably doesn't change the levels when you get in.
Well, I have a very big penis, right? So that displaces the water.
If you fill up the bathtub, there's a certain level it gets to, and then it drains out because of the little thing there.
No, I understand that. Right. All right, forget that joke. Forget that joke. Would you laugh? Let's say that is a funny joke. Would you laugh that hard at it, Robin?
But would it make a difference to a fat person if they were to fill it up to a certain level, then get in, as opposed to being in there already and then filling it up?
Because everybody always fills it up so much.
Look at the discussion around this joke.
I know it's
all right. Let's go.
I know I'm getting fat. The other day I was walking along dragging an umbrella. A girl told me I looked like the letter Q. It's a drag being fat. Last week I had a nightmare that I married a big fat girl. She walked down the aisle, sideswiped both families.
What? I don't know. I'm telling you.
Now tell me that's not a
that
funny
is Sweetened.
joke. You're a geek.
That's funny?
You're a geek.
Why am I a geek? Because I don't find that funny.
That's a funny joke.
I'll guarantee you I can't find one person on the phone who thinks that's funny.
I guarantee you can't either, but I'll still stand by. Go ahead, go look.
Robin.
You know what the problem is? These are jokes I know.
They're my jokes. You know them because you know me.
Oh, no, Jackie. I knew them long before I knew you.
You're full of crap.
Sideswipe both families? That's 100 years old.
You're full of crap. I defy you.
Fred, come on. You're the one who knows.
See, it's hard for me to judge this one because
boy.
I've heard this from Jackie for so long.
Tell you the day I wrote.
Robin's being very honest here.
This one I didn't hear
She's
before.
being full of crap. She knows nothing.
I'm telling you,
Not a
Jackie,
joke.
kids were saying that in the parking lot in your mama jokes.
Your mama used to swipe. But
She's
Jackie's
so
saying,
fat she sideswiped both sides of the aisle when you got married.
You're right, Robin.
Oh, junk like that went on all the time.
now he's all
These are
upset.
amateur jokes.
Okay.
All right, I'm not going to the phones yet.
No, I'm just not.
And you should have beaten that guy, Steve-O. That guy was nothing, but that's not your environment. You know you got good, dirty jokes.
These are all good jokes that I wrote. I don't want to hear that they were old jokes.
All right. In other words, you're so old, you wrote those first.
Gary told me that you don't think that I wrote the letter Q joke either. Did you hear that?
I heard that maybe in Roosevelt. But maybe you wrote that.
I hope
maybe you wrote that.
Yeah, I wrote that for
Well,
Roosevelt.
you were in the same area. You were both on Long
you
Island.
both. Oh, please, don't drive.
No, I'm saying if you wrote that in East Norwich, it could have made its way to Long Island.
Go away.
Made its way to Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. Okay.
Zodiac, Thursday night.
Zodiac Thursday night. Go see Jackie.
At least
Honeymoon, she walked out on the hotel diving board. It lowered her into the pool. First night
Man.
hotel lounge, she got up to dance. She made the band skip.
Wow, listen to that.
They added that in, and they,
Oh, you bet.
and they paused the tape so I'd stop talking.
No, I'm sure some people clapped. Or they held up an applause song.
Oh, right. They put one up for
They
me.
do that for Carson. They would do it for you.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Right. All right. I'm sorry,
All right,
Jackie.
wait a minute. Those are claps. Those aren't laughs.
They're clapping. They thought you were done. You paused.
You're reaching a little bit, Quivers.
No, they aren't laughs. What do you? I mean, you're telling me that.
Well, let me hear that.
They couldn't laugh anymore. They had to clap.
No, sometimes when you laugh so hard, you can't laugh anymore. You have to
the
clap.
sound isn't coming out, so they're
Right,
clapping.
yeah.
That's it.
Just slapping each other on the back. Keep them from choking. Wait.
Dance, she made the band skip.
They're applauding for that. Thank you.
So I'm from a very talented family. My father just finished his first book. He says next year he's going to read another one. In winter times on Long Island, the old man used to pull me through the snow. I wish we had a sled. What a childhood. My mother used to lick the beaters on her mixer, but she wouldn't turn it off. I went to Michigan State University. That was a lot of fun. Really, really fun. Thank you. It's pretty popular. Knew all the football players, great guys. Not too smart. One of our football players had a bumper sticker that said, "If you can read this, read it to me." He had a part-time...
Jackie's laugh gets me. He's up there.
I'm listening to this delivery.
Part of the whole thing.
I can't. I'm laughing at that.
Oh.
All right, we're laughing. We're with you, pal.
All the way.
Maybe you did win.
I'm not doing that badly.
All right, take it easy.
You take it easy. I'm just going to admit
You
it.
take it easy.
You admit it. Go ahead. Admit I'm doing all
Fred,
right.
do you think he's doing better than Steve-O?
Seriously? I think he's getting more laughs.
Yeah,
well,
but
what's
Fred,
that got to do with anything? Oh, you're fired, Fred.
No, but Fred, no, he's not fired.
Will you calm down, Jackie?
No, I'm
Listen
having
to
fun.
Jackie.
Yeah,
Mellow out, man.
I'm like supporting him here.
I'm trying to. Listen, nothing would have made me happier than to see you win something. Really, I would have been
We
proud.
would have never heard this tape. Would have never been near this.
I see.
Good job working as a toll taker in an exact change lane. I love to tell jokes, but the best are the true stories. Last summer at our 4th of July barbecue, my little 3-year-old niece Katrina said, "I want a hot dog." I said, "Okay, honey." I went to grab her a hot dog, and her mother was standing right there. She said, "Katrina, what do you say?" And she said, "No ketchup." Thank you very much.
And then Jackie walks up triumphant. He figures he's got it in the bag.
That's it. I got it in the bag.
Now ketchup.
The other comics told me that the last joke cost me the show.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Should have stopped there.
Should have tried to do something a little dirty.
I see.
Instead of going with a...
What comics told you that?
Back when I had friends.
I see. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back for the scoring when Ed announces the final scores, and then we'll ask our audience to vote. We'll ask for their opinion.
Let them vote first. Let them vote first. Don't bias them with Ed's vote.
Right. Well, that's a computer vote. You can hear it. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
We're back with the hero of the black, gay, and lesbian community, Howard Stern.
And we're back with the best of Stern and the conclusion of Jackie the Joke Man's loss on Star Search. It's the best of Stern.
Let me hear the end of this.
Okay.
Wow, listen to the applause,
Thank you, Jackie. Great stuff from our comedians tonight.
Thank you, Jackie. Ed McMahon, great stuff. He sounds like Johnny. Great stuff.
The judges give champion Steve-O 3 1/4 stars. His challenger, Jackie Martling, receives 3 stars. Steve-O!
Oh, man. And the look on Jackie's face.
Oh, the folks between us, this is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
Jackie was standing out there like, no, you don't understand. Come on over, Steve. Jackie, you just go hide in a hole. Come on over, Steve. Losers go back behind the curtain.
Get out of here.
Hey, come on over, Steve. What'd you feel like right at that point?
Oh, like crap.
Oh, man.
Because backstage, he like shook his head and he said, "You got it, man." I said, and I slapped. You know how when you win an event and the other guy loses, like I put him on the back, like, "Oh, it ain't so bad." You know?
No, man, you already accepting.
No, we both thought I won. You know.
Yeah, but he was saying that just to be a gentleman.
Maybe he was.
And you,
when I looked at the video when I dubbed it off, Jackie walked over to Steve-O and Steve-O just pointed backstage as like, "Get off."
Yeah,
you know, he's like,
get out,
get out,
you imbecile.
You lost.
Yeah,
that was so
he was
funny.
shocked.
Boy, that was some tough competition.
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing this again next week?
I can't wait. I'm going to stay around. I have a cot in the back. I'm staying here till we tape.
Stay right in the
That could
theater.
have been. What would you have said to Ed? Hey, how do you feel about doing this next week, Jackie? Seriously.
I would have told him I was going for his job. I don't have any idea.
I'm going for your job next week, Ed.
That would have been a good line.
I would have said, you know, I hope Howard's listening.
I'm a big star. I knew it.
There were a lot of stories that.
What was the
John
story?
Mulrooney went up against Rosie O'Donnell and got at least 3 times as many laughs as her.
Right.
And so he was sure that he won. And they said Rosie's name, and I guess she had won the week before. So they said her name and said her score and said his name. And just as they said his score, he waved to the crowd like to thank them.
Yeah.
And then as he was waving, he realized that she had beat him by like a full point.
Yeah.
So he backed up as he
Goodbye. He's waving goodbye. John Mulrooney.
Sweet, Steve-O, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Steve-O. What was the other guy's name? Oh, Jackie the Jokeman.
Oh.
Yeah, right. All right, now.
Here we go.
Hello? Hello? Oh, wait a second. No, I got to switch back. Hello?
Should I bend over for this?
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Yes? Thank you. Yes, you're on the air. You're on the air. You're on the air. What the hell's going on? You're on the air.
Yo, how you doing, Jackie? I'll give you one over on that one.
Oh, he thinks Jackie won. Okay.
Hey, you see that?
Jackie got it. It's obvious the laughs and all.
Oh, you're going with the laugh.
The laugh.
I mean...
You sound like Jack. There's a lot of laughs there.
Anyone with the name of Steve-O.
What?
Anyone with the name of Steve-O. No way.
Jackie the Jokeman. Come on. You're on the air. All right, there's a vote for you, Jack.
Yeah, you got one vote.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I want to vote for Jackie.
Well, wow.
I saw the show when it was on, and I still think he won.
How about that?
Wow. Well,
Howard.
okay, that's good.
Howard.
Yeah?
Last week I sent you a letter because they played your voice on Z100.
Yeah, well, evidently they do that all the time, and we are going to take care of that.
All right.
Hi, you're on the air.
I think it had to be Jackie, without a doubt.
Really? Well, there you go, Jackie.
There you go. Maybe we're wrong, Jackie.
Although I could take a lot of calls until I finally get the vote the way I want it, but I'll let you have this one.
But it had to be Jackie.
I don't know, man.
Go for a few more.
I mean, Steve, then again, the last joke he did, it sort of ruined his routine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Jackie, you sure you don't want to quit while you're ahead? You got 3 yes votes. He's telling me to keep going.
I'm absolutely shocked.
You're on the air.
Yeah, let me tell you why Jackie lost.
Uh-oh.
You're the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, this is why he lost, because he looks like he should be working at the airport sniffing luggage.
Well, you know what? That's not entirely untrue. My agent has often said that, too. He said, Jackie's got to get a look.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said that to me in show business.
Steve-O's got the look for Star Search. Jackie didn't have it.
Hey, he looks like a bum.
No, not that. He just didn't have the TV look.
Well, there's something to be said there. You need an image, Jackie. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, but you're giving it to Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie's got it.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He was funnier.
But he says, oh, wait a minute.
He says that's why he lost, but he thinks Jackie was funnier.
Jackie was funnier?
Oh, I didn't think that was a vote.
Oh, I didn't either.
I was.
So that's one. Another
You're on the air.
Maybe we should quit.
Yeah, well, all right, this is the last one. You're on the air. Hello? You're on the air.
I think they both lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was about as funny as a truckload of dead babies on Mother's Day.
That's funny.
Yeah, believe me, any imbecile who goes on Star Search has got to be pretty desperate.
Good
no offense,
answer.
Jackie. That's just a desperate attempt to get something going, something cranking.
I know.
Who's going to let Ed McMahon sit there and judge comedy? You know?
Well, listen to him, Steve-O and Jackie the Jokeman.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most unfunny guy on the planet.
Steve-O.
Who is he to be standing there?
I know, right?
All bellied out. All right, dude.
Take care, dude.
All right.
Bye.
That's what I tried to tell Jackie. You always come off looking like a dick on those shows. I can see Steve-O doing it. He doesn't get a lot of publicity, but Jackie the Jokeman.
Why is the Jokeman doing it?
Beats me.
I dug it.
Because he had to go out and prove that he's a guy on his own. Had to prove it to Ed.
Yeah.
On Ed's show.
You have a great radio job. Why are you on TV?
Because I have a TV show. I want to do a lot of different things.
Oh.
But you want to go on Star Search. You think going on Star Search is the way to go for your career.
It was a fun thing to do.
So why don't you ask me, I'm on radio, why don't I go on Star Search?
Why don't you go on Star
Why don't I do the dance competition?
Not a bad idea.
Why would I go on Star Search? What do I need? You have a radio show. You're on this show. You're on a winning show. Why do you need to go on Star Search and ruin all of our images?
Eat meat.
Eat me.
It was good. It was fun.
All right, good. Okay. I'm glad you did it. I think you sounded great on there. I think that was your best material. Now it's not... What?
And you fit in perfectly to Hollywood Squares.
I did that as a goof, and I let the audience know it. It's part of my radio show.
It was fun.
It wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
I did it. You see, you don't get me, do you? You still. How long you known me?
I don't know. 10 years.
10 years. You still don't get me. I did that because me and Robin have talked about what the hell goes on behind Hollywood Squares, and I said, all right, I'll go out there and goof on it. I don't want to be on Hollywood Squares.
But okay,
that would be like if I went on Hollywood Squares and tried to be good at it. I was a mess. They edited out everything I said.
I did it because it was a fun thing to do. It wound up being fun to talk.
All right, good. All right, that's why you did it. I know why you did it. You didn't do it for a fun thing to do on the air. You thought exactly what you were thinking. You were going to make a big break. You would be like Sinbad, and it was going to be your big thing. I know you. And it turned out to be a fiasco. Nothing happened. You went and you got beat by Steve-O. I still don't know who Steve-O is. Get out of here. I got to take a break. I'm nut. He went out there.
Just for fun.
Yeah, I know why he went out there. He had this whole Sinbad thing going.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Sinbad was on Star Search, and that's how he got discovered. And it turned into a big career for him. You know exactly what I mean. He don't know what I mean.
He knows what he went out there for.
Yeah, believe me.
The Sinbad.
Ed was going to see him, and finally Jackie was going to get the recognition he deserved.
This is it.
Yeah, look at me. I told you I'm king of comedy.
His whole bubble was burst. He was completely depressed. He forgets 5 years ago what was going on.
I'm going to be the king of comedy. It's just that I can't get national exposure. Finally.
Oh.
Everything was going to change. The sky was going to be blue. The birds were going to sing.
And your nose was going to be small.
And my nose was going to be small. Everything was going to change after Jackie went on Star Search. And nothing changed. It got worse. All right, look, I got to take a break. My head's going to explode from you. Be back right after these words.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
And we're back with the Best of Stern, and now we have classic Best of Stern, and these are segments that have never been heard outside of New York. How cool is this? Well, Boy Gary had announced that he was getting new caps on his teeth, which led to a discussion of his breath and a phone call to his dentist. It's classic Best of Stern.
I spoke to this girl in Philadelphia yesterday.
Uh-huh.
She told me she was at some award show in Philadelphia,
Like the Philadelphia Music Awards?
something like that.
Yeah, they just had one.
Oh, okay. And that zookeeper guy, they gave him the Best Disc Jockey Award.
Uh-huh.
So he got up to accept it, and people started booing him and yelling my name out. And the guy just put his head in his lap and, just started shaking.
You're kidding. I'm telling you, he's really freaked.
We're going to give him a nervous breakdown.
He's really
I forgot
freaked
to
out.
tell you, apparently that's not the first time that happened. At one of his appearances recently, he did an appearance outside the station, and a whole bunch of people started yelling your name out, and he started getting angry and yelling back at him.
Oh, really? What did he yell?
Just like, shut up, leave me alone, that kind of stuff.
Shut up, leave me alone.
That's the way to handle a crowd.
They started calling out your name and going, ooh. Your trademark.
Call him a Slimeburger to the max.
Yeah, really. That's a shame that we're ruining someone's life like this. I
Hey,
really
I like
feel
it.
bad about it.
Yeah, I know. I see you crying. The guy deserves it. From what Gary tells me,
He's a Slimeburger to the max.
he's a real dingleberry.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll ruin his life.
Anytime I start to feel bad, I think of what he did to Gary.
That's all.
He didn't even remember me. That's what's probably killing him.
No.
He didn't even remember
Well, that's the point. You should remember someone like you with your breath. It's like a fingerprint. It's one of a kind.
Thank God.
Thank God there's only one kind of breath like that. Scott has smokes more cigarettes than you, and your breath
And
is
he
stinkier.
doesn't smell like that.
Yeah, you're more stinky than me. You know what it is? Because you also eat badly. Well, Scott
you
eats
think
badly.
Scott eats well?
Yeah.
He doesn't have caps. That's what it is.
Gary has to register his breath with the police? I mean, I get bad breath too. Like sometimes when I'm working out with weights and stuff, and I've been working out for a while, you start to get bad
you
breath.
get dry and you get
You get all gummy and everything, but you always have bad breath. I mean, I get bad breath, but not like yours.
Oh. See, Gary's gradations are less bad or more bad. He doesn't ever have good breath.
So I always see everybody turning their head. You know what you got to do? Why don't you get like that spray that you spray down your throat?
I have a revelation to make. I'm going to a dentist a week from Tuesday. First time in ages.
Why don't you go to my dentist?
Never too soon.
No. This is a good
Go
dentist.
to Dr. Kaufman in Great Neck.
This is a dentist who understands me. I spoke with him for an hour before I decided to go to him.
Why did you decide to go to him?
Because I'm scared of dentists. I'm scared of him.
What are you going to do with this dentist? Where's he going to look at your caps?
No,
how'd you find him? Who turned you on to him?
It's Lois's uncle.
Lois?
I met him at
Lois didn't have great teeth.
I met him at
Why don't you go to someone who has great teeth? At least, go get a recommendation for someone with great teeth that has caps, that has good caps.
He's going.
As much as that old bag gets on my nerves, that Imus had great caps.
Yeah, but what was his breath like? I never got close.
No, I'm not even.
Well, who could tell with him?
Just to show you how scared I am of dentists, when I went to Vienna in July...
You know why you're scared of dentists? I happen to enjoy going to the dentist. You want to know why? Because my gums and teeth are healthy. And when I go there, they go, man, you look great. It's great. They don't do anything painful. You touch your gums, it's blood shooting out of there.
Oh.
You don't know how to brush your teeth properly. Would you go to my dentist so he can teach you how to brush your teeth properly? That's your whole problem. You don't know how to brush your teeth.
I know how to brush them very properly.
Go to my guy.
Why? Just
because he'll teach you how to brush your teeth.
And what makes you think that this guy can't teach me?
He can. No one can teach you. You're like retarded. I never saw a guy can't brush his teeth properly. Show me how you brush your teeth. What do you do?
Bring in a toothbrush.
Where's a toothbrush? You don't have a toothbrush. You see, that's the problem.
As usual.
What do you use, your hands?
A wire steel brush.
That's what we got to get Gary for his next birthday.
Blowtorch.
Could I have one of those Snoopy brushes?
That's why you don't like going to the dentist. The people who don't like going to the dentist are the people it's got to be painful for.
No, it's not painful. I have trouble.
What do you mean you have trouble?
I gag.
Yeah, you don't know how to clean your mouth. That's why.
He gags. No, everyone else gags.
You're scared of dentists, but dentists are scared of you? Just as scared of you. Why make they smell that?
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm wondering what kind of get-up this guy's going to get into.
Spacesuit.
All right, I'm going in now.
Sorry, we're going in.
Oh, boy.
Things look good, Gary.
No, really, go to my God. And what are they going to do? They're going to put new caps on?
No, first of all, I'm starting by getting this chipped tooth fixed.
What chipped tooth?
I chipped a tooth in
You have
July.
a chipped cap, you mean?
No, a chipped tooth in the back of my mouth.
I mean, there's still real teeth in your head.
Yeah, there's still a couple of real ones left.
Yeah.
I chipped it in July.
Right.
And that's the first thing you're going to get taken care of?
Excuse me, I'm going to throw up.
And then maybe I'm going to look into some caps, maybe even some bleaching.
Because even you can't even talk right with those caps. Listen to you, always like... Yeah. There's something...
Very thick.
Oh, I don't talk like him, like our Buckwald. I talk...
No, not our Buckwald, but you have like a lisp.
I don't have a lisp.
You have trouble enunciating.
You
It's
have
a bad
trouble
cap.
with certain letters.
You do.
But that it has nothing to do with my caps. It's my upbringing.
No, it isn't.
Once you get some teeth that fit into your mouth, Gary, you're going to be amazed.
You'll be surprised how easy it is to talk. I'm telling you, man. I don't know who I don't know. This guy might be good. I don't know your dentist, but don't go to some lowbrow dentist.
He's not lowbrow.
I didn't say he was.
He does a lot of celebrities.
Who?
So he does a lot of television.
Who did he do?
Mom's good.
Mom's baby.
Oh, well, great, Gary.
That's right. Gary has no feeling in those teeth either. I've seen his cigarettes burned down to his tonsils. So you don't even know it's in his mouth.
Honey.
Yesterday, my wife was
Honey.
I can't talk. It's my upbringing. Who raised you, Secretariat?
Oh, God. Oh, my.
But you're, what it is you go to the dentist, you're frightened because you know it's going to be painful with the way your mouth is, because you don't brush properly. You only brush once a day.
No, this guy's going to take
And you don't
care
even know the right way. You know you shouldn't have to use toothpaste to get your teeth clean? Do you know that? You shouldn't have to use... I am serious, because you're just brushing your teeth. You're not using the toothbrush properly. There is a proper way to brush your teeth, and very few people know how to do it. That's why there's so much gum disease.
Everybody's got this root canal crap going on.
There's no reason for root canal.
All that stuff.
You're going to have that. I bet you he finds it this time.
His roots are gone. There's nothing to canal to.
There's no canal.
My teeth, I got to tell you something, and before you make any jokes, my teeth are in perfect healthy shape. It's my gums that are messed up, but my teeth are fine.
Well, that's what the root canal is all about.
I have healthy teeth.
Gary was at the racetrack. I'm going to tell you a funny story. Gary goes to the racetrack.
Please,
this guy turns to him and he says, Gary, you want to win a lot of money?
Yeah.
Okay. Bet on the amount of real teeth you have in your mouth. He said the number of real teeth in your mouth will correspond to the winning horse.
Uh-huh.
So Gary bets on 6.
Yeah.
Number 2 comes in. Gary goes into a dead faint.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
So you got an appointment with the dentist? What day you go?
How come it took you so long? I mean, you didn't ask for emergency help? You waited, you got another couple of weeks to wait?
His teeth are good. You don't understand.
I'm really...
Alex Haley couldn't find the roots in your mouth.
You should have been rushed to an emergency dental area.
Well, wait a minute now. No way am I
going... You walk in there, you're like, this will strap down to his thing.
Get him in quick. Don't let him wait in the waiting room.
No, first of all...
Bite his feet. Look at this guy.
No way am I going to go to a dentist.
Ow.
No way am I going to go to a dentist in Europe, okay? That's the first thing.
Oh, you go to Europe?
No, when I was in Europe is when I chipped my tooth.
No American dentist wants to handle this.
He's got to go away.
The AIDS Center in Paris.
His reputation precedes him.
Sorry, we won't handle this. Oh, man.
No, we don't handle that.
No. You know what you ought to do? You ought to wait till St. Patrick's Day because of the lovely shade of green. But in all seriousness, what you got to do is make sure you go to someone. If you're going to spend the money on your teeth, instead of buying jukeboxes, spend the money on a nice pair of teeth.
He's going to spend $4,000 on a jukebox?
$4,000, I get you a nice pair of teeth.
I'm going to get
You might have to spend as much as $10,000.
Wait a second. All I have is a chipped tooth.
No.
I'm getting
No, you got
your
big problems.
Your gums are in bad shape, and your teeth are in bad shape.
There's nothing wrong with these teeth.
And the gums. And the breath.
What else?
The gums and the breath. Because I had the same problem. Don't be embarrassed.
There's nothing to be embarrassed.
I didn't know how to brush my teeth either until I was 30 years old. That's right.
It's like 4 years to go.
That's right.
Every tooth will be out of your head if you keep...
You know what I'm going to do? I take a jukebox, put it in your mouth. Then I'll put a quarter in and change your teeth. All right, listen. Good luck to you and your teeth. When is this going to happen?
Let us call this dentist.
Yeah, what is the dentist? Give me the dentist's phone number.
He talked to him for a week.
A week from Tuesday.
All right, I'll call him at 9 o'clock. Is he in at 9?
He should be, yeah.
All right, give me that card.
We need to discuss this with him. He shouldn't let you run your own dental health. He has to take you in hand.
You got dangerous breath.
Turn that off.
You got dangerous breath.
Compare me to Mom Mabley.
I guess you don't have dangerous breath. Let's call Gary's dentist.
All right. You sure we don't have to break for another commercial?
Do we have to break? Well, maybe we better break.
Make the call.
All right.
Oh. Gary's looking for a break on the price of his dental work? Is that it?
No, the guy's going to leave.
Where's he going?
He's got patience. He could tell you the celebrities.
He's got patience to deal with you.
He's got patience, then let him sit there and wait through these commercials.
Yeah.
He could tell you the celebrities he's dealt with.
All right, fine.
I can't remember them.
Comprehensive Dental Group, Wendy speaking.
Yeah, hi, this is Howard Stern. You're on the air.
Oh.
Don't get flustered. I love making women nervous. Hey, you sound great.
Thank you.
Is that your normal voice, or do you have a cold?
Are you just nervous?
No, this is my normal voice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I like it.
Oh, good. Thank you. Most people don't say that.
I love it. Let me tell you, I love a hoarse voice.
It's fun teaching aerobic dancing. I lose my voice.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I love a woman who sounds like she just did some aerobics. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me speak to Dr. Randolph.
Okay, hold on one second.
Right.
Okay, here he comes.
All right.
Isn't that a shame? The name is going to be singed off his door.
Let me talk to you, dentist. I'll straighten them out.
Hello?
Dr. Randolph.
You're going to straighten who out?
You. Hey, thanks for coming on the air with us.
You're very welcome.
Quite frankly, I was trying to get Gary to go to my dentist, Dr. Kaufman.
Uh-huh.
But,
well, I looked at Gary the other week, and this could be a Nobel case.
This could be a what?
A Nobel case.
A Nobel case.
He's going to be taking you around the colleges, showing you off.
You're like the Elephant Man, Gary. He's bidding on your remains.
We told him he needs a gynecodontist, actually. But
gynecodontist.
Oh, the Nobel Teeth Prize. I can see it now.
Absolutely.
You can get all the prizes: physics, engineering.
Dr. Randolph, what will you be wearing when you work on Gary next week?
Probably be topless.
Yeah, no. I mean a spacesuit. Let me tell you something.
Probably a gas mask, actually.
Really, a smart man. What about the breath? The breath is so bad. You know what it is? I say to Gary, now listen, I bet you're a very good dentist. The reason I recommended my dentist, I never knew how to brush my teeth properly. Most dentists, and obviously Gary's old dentist, never shows them how to brush the teeth.
Well, we do that routinely here. Our hygienists are the best.
They are. And they're going to teach him how to, like, massage his gums with the toothbrush.
Could Gary come in every day?
4 hours.
Can someone brush his teeth? Can I hire someone to brush his teeth every day? I don't think he has the ability to do it himself.
We have a hygienist already volunteering to go home with Gary.
Now, you're going to fix his chipped tooth, right? Now, what about his caps? Tell me those aren't the worst.
Did you tell him what they really look like? Because he doesn't listen to us.
He doesn't believe that we know that those are bad caps.
As a matter of fact, guys, I have to tell you, Gary is very conscious of the whole thing. He was telling me totally that he felt really bad about you guys ribbing him constantly.
Oh, you did?
Oh, no.
Is that right, Gary?
No, I don't mind.
Oh. Oh, man. You know, when Gary goes to the dentist spits. Hey, thanks to Gary's last dentist, somewhere there's a mule who can't chew. But seriously.
I was going to say, don't take that asbestos out of your walls yet, because you're going to need the fire protection
You're
when
not
Gary
kidding.
starts breathing in there.
Never mind, we're going to get Lois back from California to assist us.
Oh, really? Did you smell his breath?
I did.
When you examine? I mean, you could pass out from that.
We didn't get that close yet.
You haven't actually looked at the problem.
I don't think you have to get...
we did slightly.
Oh, you did? Now, what are you going to do for his caps?
We're going to make him gorgeous.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Gary's going to be the hottest thing in New York.
No, really, don't those look like phony teeth?
The ones he has now?
Yeah.
Yeah. They really do.
All right, so that's coming from a dentist, Gary, so it's not me.
That's a professional
And Gary just made a face like, oh, he's just kidding around.
He
doesn't even believe the dentist. He's a dentist. The man is in the business. How many years is he in the business?
17.
And you worked on celebrities?
Absolutely.
Who'd you do?
Well, right now we're doing, I don't know if I should really mention the name. But,
well, do the ones you have done and you're done with.
Well, we're doing Sally Jesse Raphael.
Oh, yeah? Oh, good. Well, okay. She looks like she's got some good teeth. She's a pretty old woman.
Anyway.
Yeah, and she talks well. I don't detect any, loose things rolling around in her mouth. Well, Gary.
Yeah?
All right, Dr. Randall. Just do a good job, man, because I'm going to be criticizing you if he looks like hell.
We're going to try our best.
Why are you starting with...
You're putting the pressure on now.
Wait a minute. Before we go, why are you starting on the chipped tooth? Is that all you're going to do?
I mean, I think that's the least of his problems.
Now, you got to ease into these things, especially with patients that are scared stiff.
Oh, you know why he's scared? His gums probably bleed the second you touch him.
No.
Did you see how purple and discolored his gums are?
Well, we have special tampon instruments.
Tampon instruments?
No, we have...
Oh, man, you're going to need more than that.
Arsenio Hall laughs at Gary.
Yeah, Arsenio Hall laughs at Gary's gum. He's got bad gums. He's going to have a root canal.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't he?
We don't know that yet.
You haven't even...
You suspect.
And what does Gary sit there and shake like a worm when you come near him?
No, he's a pretty fairly brave guy, Gary.
I'll tell you what, knock him out and take care of everything.
The second I get in the office, I
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Really, just put him under.
Put him under and just take care of his whole mouth.
That'd be good. I'd go for that.
Yeah.
Is
Put
that
me up
right?
for like a day.
Yeah, no problem, Gary.
No, really, do something about that.
We'll try our best.
Do something. Bonding, something.
We're going to make the man gorgeous.
I've seen better gum on the sidewalk. Honest to God. All right, doctor.
All right, Howard.
Use all of your medical knowledge.
Please, it's going to take everything you've ever learned in your 17 years.
We've already taken the books down from the shelves and we're stacking them up now.
He's studying all weekend. You've never seen a case like this. What a mouth. All right, doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
Good luck.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
God be with you.
Yes, thank you.
Godspeed.
How many people are you taking on this expedition?
How many people will be assisting when you go into Gary's mouth?
At least 3.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All women, though. Not a
It'd be
problem.
like in one of those medical rooms where everyone gets to look from above.
Hey, doctor, if I was you, take your medical books and smack Gary over the head with them.
Throw him at him.
You need you need those heat tiles from the space shuttle. You're going to be breathing all over. All right, listen, I got to go, doctor.
No, you're gonna be amazed.
Really?
Absolutely.
How long will this amazement take?
Yeah.
I mean, how long before we're amazed?
Give us about 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months.
All right. Well,
Wow.
we've lasted 3 years. I suppose 2 months.
He will be a new.
And his breath will smell better?
He's going to be a new man, Howard.
Why does his breath smell so bad, doctor?
Could be a lot of reasons. Could be the.
Now you're saying if it takes like 4 months, is that for each tooth, or is that like the whole mouth will be done?
That's just to get near enough to look and see what we're doing.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is some case. I'm sure you're up to it, because I got a dentist out in Long Island. I know he's good.
No, I think I've been lifting weights for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
I really do. I think there's a book in that mouth.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Take it out, please. It's like Mount Rushmore in there. All right?
We're going to try our best.
Oh, God almighty.
You guys are too much.
Hey, is it true? I have a question.
You have to do before and after pictures. You got
we always do.
Hey, is it true that the stock market actually collapsed because Gary breathed on it?
That's what we heard.
He was down in Wall Street that day.
So in 2 months, everybody should be able to buy stock.
All right. No problem.
No problem, man.
We could strategically launch Gary if that were the case.
Listen, doctor, I really, in all seriousness, I hope you help the boy because he does look a mess.
Nah, he'll be dynamite. He really
And the
will.
breath is bad. I think the breath is from literally not brushing properly.
It's possible.
It's not even the cigarettes.
It's possible.
Okay?
Very possible.
It's the teeth and the gums and everything.
We teach remedial brushing here.
Good. No, really, work on him and how to brush.
Absolutely.
All right. And get him to brush twice a day.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
And get him to floss. Do you floss, Gary?
Yes, I do.
And you get each side of the tooth?
I do my best.
Yeah.
He does his best.
And if all else fails, doctor, cap his face.
Gary, you're going to be laughing at all these people in 2 months, Gary.
That's right. I'm going to look good, boy.
And it's going to look like natural teeth, not like horse teeth.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There he is, Dr. Randolph. The guy's
I don't
going
know.
to save
Hey,
Gary.
you know, your Lois's... I didn't think Lois's teeth were so good.
What?
I didn't think Lois's teeth were so good.
You should have seen him before.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. There you have it.
Gary, tell everybody about the time Gary kissed his dog, and immediately the dog licked his tuchus to get the taste out of his mouth.
I'm drawing the line here. That's enough.
All right, I'm
That
just
would have
kidding.
been bad enough if you had said the dog said, "Ugh, I can't stand his breath, that human breath."
Ooh, a talking dog story. I love those.
That's it. Cut it out.
All right, that's enough. Well, obviously, the doctor seems confident. It's just that I don't know why. You know, I take it as an insult that I find you a good dentist and you don't
And you
listen
won't
to me.
use him.
I mean, I got a top-notch guy. And not that he isn't, but who knows?
Why
take
did
a
you
chance?
have to go on your own search, is what he's saying.
You don't believe me? Okay, you're saying, okay, my teeth aren't perfect, but I haven't had any work done to
No,
them.
it has nothing to do with...
But my breath and gums are clean.
This guy has a good amount of knowledge, but he also has a very good bedside manner. He's not going to yell at me. My last dentist used to yell at me.
This dentist I have will not yell at you.
Dentist used to yell at you, the one who gave you those caps?
He yelled
Well,
at
that
me.
was because he went to a dentist in Uniondale.
He yelled at me because I used to gag, and he used to go, if you're going to do this stuff, then get the hell out of here.
Oh, really?
He got angry with me. I couldn't help it.
You gag because you're nervous. Your teeth
Right,
it's
I'm
just a
nervous.
mess in there. That whole orifice is a mess.
All right, let's do a spot.
All right. Well, I'm very excited for you. I hope
Yeah.
this guy knows what he's
In 2
doing.
months, we'll be,
He sounded very nice.
we'll
But
be
nice
happy
don't-
to see Gary coming.
You know, nice don't mean he knows how to do teeth.
We'll see.
He's just looking for that Nobel Prize. I know it. I can tell. All right, listen, we got to take a break. When we come back, I could either read the hate letter or take some more phone calls. We can do whatever we want.
We still have Meg's TV
Meg's
show.
TV show. We got a lot to do, okay? We'll be back right after.
And it's Maria Melito back with you with the best of Stern. Well, Stuttering John and Robin had a big argument. Here's how it was dealt with on the air on the best of Stern.
Hey, Stuttering John, look at it. How you doing it?
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I bet you're going to stutter a lot today because you're real tired, aren't you?
I have a cold, you know.
That'll be good, I think, for stuttering, won't it?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
And we're going to be treated to some really long stutters?
I don't know. I can't predict that.
All right, let's hope. Can you predict that, Robin?
I can't predict it either.
I see. Hard to predict that.
Was I stuttering the other day when we went out to lunch?
A little bit, yeah.
So I don't even think I do, really. I don't even notice it.
You don't think you stutter?
Like in normal everyday conversation, I really don't stutter.
Right. It's when you're on the radio, maybe.
It's when the pressure's on, you know.
Right. I got you.
He told me that Dice's people on Friday, they wrote something for him, and they said, we want you to stutter it up real good. And he was insulted because they thought he was making up his
I thought you were a fake.
Well, you know, I went up to, you know, I did a gig out in Philly Saturday night.
You know, John has his whole image thing now. It's like he has his, like on the TV show for taping something, he won't show his pimples, and he won't do his stutter sometimes. You know, he has to have stuff cut out, like his stutter. He went up to Scott. He did this incredible stutter out in England when he went to the Freddie Mercury tribute. He told Scott to cut it out.
He wanted it doctored.
Yeah, that's what he wanted it doctored. Hey, what are you,
let me
nuts?
tell you something. Some girl comes up to me in Philly. She goes to me. She goes, stutter for me.
Yeah.
It's like going up to Cripple and going limp for me.
Yeah, but dude,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the only reason people like you. I mean, you wouldn't even be here anymore.
Then you get people saying, "Oh, you don't really stutter."
Are you spitting on me? For Christ's sake, you got a
no, I'm not.
You got a cold. Talk it facing Gary.
I will. But then, but see, the thing is, then you get people saying, "Oh, you don't really stutter." When I was 5 years old, people threw rocks at me, calling me stutter face.
Yeah.
I answered wrong questions in college because I didn't want anyone to know I stuttered. Now, I get people saying,
"John, we all."
That it's all an act.
John, we all have hardships. I don't even know what you're complaining about. That it's an act or it's not.
You know what I'm saying, right?
What are you complaining about?
It's good for you because now you've taken it and turned it into a positive. You're making money from it.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's like people some strange reason think that I could put something like this on.
Well, what do you care what they think?
I know, but it's just, you know, but I mean, can you imagine being a kid and you know, and being ridiculed all your life? They called Stutterface. Skip was my high school name.
Oh, come on.
And then having people...
They'd wind up like John.
Listen, John, we all had hardships. If you didn't have your hardship, you'd be doing nothing. You'd be working in a rock quarry somewhere. You'd be sitting there banging on rocks
with
all
Ganji,
day.
right?
With Ganji.
Take a guess how long. You know that stutter that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Take a guess. Now, this is a stutter.
Right.
You know, how long do you think it was?
30 seconds?
No, it's 11 seconds. But
wow.
11 seconds is a very long time.
Where is this? On the what interview?
It's on the Roger Dolce interview. Let me just explain it to them to you. You know how I have, like, start words? See, there's a couple words that will get me into a word easier. If I say kind of, if I say like, and if I say the F word.
Right.
It'll get me into a word easier. We were talking about...
Hey, you want to hear a secret tape of Robin and John yelling at each other?
What are you talking about?
No, I don't know.
I haven't heard it myself.
I think it was your singing career.
Oh, no. You know what it was? That stupid call. That phone call.
What phone call?
Remember the phone call last week?
Which phone call?
I told you to take care of something.
Oh, yeah. You see,
because this isn't
nuts.
even real. This isn't even real. I was yanking him around.
Oh, okay.
She's a crazy lady, man.
I want to hear this. But while he's queuing that up, you know, the thing with you is you're forgetting what got you to where you are.
Okay, fine.
You stutter. Stop it already.
No, but that's fine with me. But
stop trying to hide your flaws, and don't tell Scott to edit out your stutters. Are you out of your mind?
Because I'm just getting tired of people saying I'm like that. I'm making it up. I'm not.
Wait, your beef is you're tired of people saying you make it up?
Yeah, people say that I don't really stutter.
So then fine. So then what do you care?
But would you believe in college I answered the wrong question, the wrong answer, just so I'd have to say the right one?
I believe it. Listen, everyone has had hardships. You know, I grew up in a community where I was an outcast, and that I couldn't even date a black woman because I was white.
Howard, I dropped out.
Do you know that? Do you know what a hardship that was? But yet I overcame it.
I don't hear him complaining about it every day.
I'm not complaining. I could be completely traumatized.
I dropped out of my public speaking course in college just because they were going to videotape us. I didn't want anyone.
Well, so what? So what? Now you have a degree of fame. You don't even have to work for a living.
You
go around
I don't work.
You stutter for a living.
What do you mean I don't work?
What do you do? Tell everyone what you do.
I come in here at 5 in the morning.
And what do you do?
I log the whole show on whatever you say on that freaking
whatever I say, you type in the computer.
Okay, then I go out and do interviews for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
Interviews with who?
With celebrities.
You go out and meet celebrities.
That's like a stakeout. I wait out front for them to come out for 4.5 hours.
Do you think that's hard work?
Come on, it is hard work.
Once a month, going out and staking out?
Once a month? Try to.
All right, let's hear this stutter.
You're nuts, man.
Go to...
oh, you got the tape?
Yeah,
Let me hear what... Now, what are you and John arguing
This is
about?
not a real argument. This
yes, it is.
Rob is not a real argument. John was furious. He came to me and was ranting.
Now, why was he furious?
Can I explain it to you?
No.
What is this argument about?
All right. Robin has this friend. See, Robin is the most craziest person I've ever met.
The most craziest?
Yes, because she comes to... Anytime she gets a call, she's got a different way I got to handle a phone call. Right. This one, she says to me, she goes, all right, tell him that he's got to talk through you to talk to me.
Right.
So now normally if it was like somebody you just want to blow up, I'd say, she's busy, she's mean, can I take your number?
In other words, let me explain. In other words,
you've seen me how I do this.
In other words, Robin received a phone call after work.
Yeah.
And the person said, hello, this is...
somebody that we know is a friend of Robin's.
All right, this is a friend of Robin's. I would like to speak with Robin. Now, your instructions are to say what?
So I said,
what are you supposed to say? I'm going to be the guy on the phone.
Okay.
All right, let me see how you handle it.
Okay, exactly.
Hello, this is,
It's a friend of Robin's that I know is a close friend of Robin's.
All right, I'll just make up a name.
Okay.
Hi, this is Bernstein. All right. Hi.
That's an odd name to make up, Howard.
I don't know. Okay, give me a different name. I don't know. Okay, Schwartz. Hi, this is Schwartz. Hi, this is Schwartz. Can I speak to Robin?
I go, okay, can you hold on a minute? Put her on hold. Put him on hold. Put Bernstein on hold. And I say, and I go, Robin, this guy's on the phone for you, what do you want me to do? In so many words.
Go ahead.
So then she goes, tell him he's got to talk through you and tell me what he wants.
All right, so let's see.
So then I go on the phone.
Go ahead, go on the phone.
All right, I go. Hey, Tom.
Right.
I say, I want you to, talk through me.
All right.
Tell me what you want.
What's the matter? Robin isn't good enough to talk to me?
Exactly what he says.
So what do you say?
So I go, could you hold on a second again? I go, Rob, give me a break.
Let me tell you something. You're already screwing up.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you how you handle it.
I know, but
first of all, you don't get on the phone and say, Robin wants you to talk through me. Now listen,
you're right.
Listen, can I teach you how to answer the phone? Can I teach you how to answer the phone?
But you're missing the point.
I don't care if I'm missing the point. I want to teach you to answer the phone. Because you have a high IQ, I think you'll catch on.
Yes, but Gary, can you defend me one reason?
I could, but it wouldn't help.
Now listen to me. Say hello.
All right, I know how that is supposed to.
I'm going to say hello, Howard Stern Show. Say I'd like to speak.
Why don't you be called for you?
Hello,
and I'll tell you how I would handle it.
No. Hello, Howard Stern Show.
All right, Howard Stern Show.
I am answering.
No, you don't say that when you say
hello, Howard Stern Show. So you're John.
Yeah. Hi, this is John. Could I speak to Gary?
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to go get Gary. I'll go see if he's in.
Yeah.
Gary, you want to speak to John? No. Listen, just tell him he's got to speak through me. Listen, I can't find Gary right now. Can I take a message for you? That's it,
Howard. Please,
all right,
give me 5 seconds. That is correct.
Right,
that's what I do for Gary. Please.
Let me hear you and Robin arguing.
It's not fair when you do this, man.
Let me hear this.
It's not fair what you're doing right now.
Two, Howard.
Two.
Oh, man.
In his defense, I will say no one here ever knows what my schedule is. No one knows what I'm up to. So, in all honesty, they don't have anything real they could say to, sort of...
Now, this is you back where? In the production studio?
Yeah.
This is off the air.
This is what Robin does off the air with you?
This is this is what's called the after-hour torment by Robin Quivers.
Robin, you're not pompous enough, by the way. I meant to tell you, that's the problem. No one in all fairness, no one knows my schedule.
Oh, man.
With the wandering phone, like, what do you
Right,
want to do?
right,
what do you want
right.
to do? And you're like...
I just didn't feel like talking to him. I had a ton of things to do, and I had about 15 minutes to do all those things and get the out of here.
Yeah.
I asked John to handle something
No.
for me, and he says, well, I said, look, tell him that he's going to have to work through you if he wants to see me to find out when he's going to be. First, John gets off, and he says, look, if you want to see Robin, you're going to have to talk to me.
That's what she said. She goes, tell him that he's got to go through you.
On the phone and do
Tell him. Wait a second. What is with you two? Let me ask you something.
They're in love.
Wouldn't it be easier just to talk to this guy, Robin, than argue about it?
Exactly. But Howard, let me just explain. Robin has a different credo for a different way we got to do it for every different phone call. One time it's this, one time it's that. I can't get inside her head.
Why don't you just take messages and don't consult her on anything?
That's what I do for Gary. That's what I do for you. And you know something? I'm going to treat her like everybody else.
That's all. What you do is take messages. Anybody who wants to return the phone calls can.
But see, if you don't follow what Robin does, if you screw up a little bit, then she gets that ball.
You know what? John could have just as easily have said, listen, let me take a message, and hung up, and Robin would have said, I wanted to talk to him, you idiot.
Really?
That's not true.
It could happen.
So ridiculous.
It could happen.
So ridiculous.
Well, from now on, I'm making a rule, so you can follow it simply. You are to take messages on everybody's phone calls.
All right.
Even mine.
Well, yours I always do.
Well, then you're doing the right thing. Wouldn't that be easy? That's almost like having your own answering machine.
But you know
here
what
at work. What did you think that would be easy?
And you know, this is a friend of hers, so I just, this is a guy that we've known, and,
He's a pain in the ass.
Oh, dear.
Calling
Thanks
here.
for helping me out.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything. You should get on the phone and go, Robin says you're a pain in the ass. Leave me alone.
It was so funny. I started laughing. I said, how could you do that to my friend?
Suddenly I'm the douche,
You said it. I didn't. You two, I always hear you guys yelling back and forth at each other.
But it's like fun. We're not really
Because we're in love with each other, man. That same day, Robin took me out to eat for lunch.
Well, they deserved it.
Dinner tried.
Pummeled you.
Dinner tried to sneak in there. He tried to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, that's what. See, Gary's right there. So you put a replacement word in there, you can say a lot of things.
All right.
You don't understand.
Who cares?
He and Quentin the Stutterer were at the TV show on Friday, and they were explaining to me replacement words and explaining to me how they don't stutter and how they do stutter.
Right. See, Quentin does the same thing. He has different words. Like if I want to call you bad, I can call you horrible if I can't spit out bad.
Okay.
But my last name, I can't replace. I can never say my last name.
Say it.
I can't say it.
Say it.
I'm not even going to try.
Please honor me.
No, please don't.
Please try.
Please don't.
I don't believe you can't say you listen.
It's impossible. Trust me. It's an impossible.
Come on, say it.
You asked me my last name. You asked me my favorite comedy movie. I can never tell you.
What's your favorite comedy movie?
I'm not even going to try.
Come on, tell me.
I'm telling you, it's impossible.
We got about 1.5 hours left. Go ahead.
No. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You see what I'm saying?
Say your last name.
Melendez.
Yeah, you got it. So you said it. And you get a show before you say it. It's a show.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I would go for credit cards, when you know what I got to do now?
What?
People ask me for a credit card. I got to nudge my girlfriend. She's got to tell the guy my last name.
Wow. She's a great gal. Hey, say this. Monty Python and the Holy Grail starring John Melendez. Starring Melendez.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail starring Melendez.
What is he doing?
He can't. There's no air there. Why isn't he breathing?
That's my biggest. I don't breathe right.
I see. All right, look, listen. It's fun. Stuttering is fun.
It's fun for you.
Yeah, it is fun. Now I understand you're a stand-up comic.
Oh yeah, I killed Thursday night, man.
All right. Why don't we take a break, Robin? I see it's running late. What we might have to do is listen to one of Stuttering John's interviews when we come back, and then do some news, and then get back with Stuttering John. All right? We'll be back right after these words.
We're back with Islamic fundamentalist Ali Muhammad Khalil Stern.
And you're listening to the Best of Stern, and we have the conclusion of Stuttering John's argument with Robin on the Best of Stern.
Okay. Rather quickly here. Boy, I'm listening to this tape of you and Robin arguing. Boy, you got some foul mouth, John.
Oh, well, come on.
Boy, listen to that. Listen to this, Robin.
What?
She would have me call the whip, okay? Get on the phone and say, is Robin's coat ready? They'll say, we only want to tell Robin. I'll go, well, Robin's not here. Is her coat ready? We only want to tell Robin. I'd be on the phone 3 times in the same hour, calling them up and getting, just because this little bitch will get on the phone herself and find out.
I'd make him go through those fights, because he'd get on the phone, start fighting, and I'd say, all right, now go tell.
Who are you telling this to, by the way? Who are you fighting with?
Scott the engineer.
Scott the engineer? Scott the engineer?
Billy West.
Billy West was there. Wow. Jesus. How was there time for this?
Oh, I was waiting for John. I was taking him to lunch. He was about to do the promo.
You know, they both checked the reel-to-reel machines, but Scott had a hidden tape recorder.
What a little, I'm going to smack his bald head around, man.
That's Scott, boy. He really gets in there.
Yeah, because we checked to see if he was recording.
He's sitting there. You probably was laughing your ass off, right? You were taping. How'd you tape?
How do you know it was me?
It was you, because Gary
guys
just
argue
told
everywhere. I think it could have been anybody that recorded you then.
Someone was walking along and just taped it.
He said someone sent in a tape.
Oh, you did good work, Scott. I always love that.
Thank you. I didn't write anything.
I'll give you an extra plug for that.
Well,
718, what is it?
Bag 54.
Bag 54.
All available in all Stern cities.
I see.
It's not so hot.
That's his disco.
I wouldn't use him if I were you.
Disco DJ business.
I'm using them for my wedding.
Are you?
Yeah.
Scott's going to spin records at your wedding?
No. Well, Scott's got a big corporation now.
Right.
He's got thousands of people working for him.
How much money you make?
I'm using an employee of.
You're making big dough, huh?
It's coming in.
Wow.
Enough to buy spy tapes.
Boy, Scott got us to finance that whole thing by sitting there and crying poverty.
And you said not to take any profit.
Man, we stupid. Boy, are we stupid. Look at Gary. Yeah.
We are.
No, you're not. Come on, it's Scott. You're going to take his money.
You take mine.
He paid it back.
I ain't taking anything. I'm making no money on you.
I know.
Oh, yeah? You're not being charged for the wedding?
No. He's just whatever. No, I got to pay. It's whatever he costs him to pay the guy.
Oh, wow.
Scott is good, though, I got to say. He's a very competent DJ.
Well, there you have it.
Well, it is an endorsement.
You know what Robin calls? You know what Robin calls her? These things. She says that it's her imperial air, right? Just let's get off this.
What is he talking about, Rob?
You know, when you call me pompous, I don't say it that way. I say I have an imperial air.
You have an imperial style about you.
Another word for bitch.
All right, let me hear. Now, what is this? You do a stand-up act when you do your personal appearances, John?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What? You have writers and a whole thing?
Yeah.
Who are your writers?
Joey Cola.
Who is Joey Cola?
It's a big comic, man.
Former K-Rock comedy writer.
Is that right? He writes material for you, and you go out on stage.
I have my own stuff, yeah.
So when people see what appearances, you do a stand-up?
Yeah, sure. I do a Q&A. People ask about the show. I usually have some witty responses,
Yeah, but what do you have a formalized act?
It's getting there, not like
How many minutes do you do?
I was on the stage at Stevens Institute for like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
I was on the stage for 3 hours, but it was a hot lights contest. But I did my own like 20 minutes, at least a half an hour.
Let me hear a joke.
I'm not going to do that.
Come on.
No way.
Why?
I know I did, but I'm not going to do it.
Wait a second, John. Do you know what's a good joke? Seriously, tell him the joke that you open up about going to NYU.
He already heard that one.
No, I didn't.
That was actually Fred's, but
Let me hear it.
Okay. You heard that one before.
I got to hear it. I got to hear you do stand-up.
I don't know.
Come on.
You've heard it before. I always go. I wasn't always, this field reporter. I used to be a film director. I went to NYU, but I only got fired from my first job because I went $8,000 over budget because I couldn't say cut. I do that.
Mm-hmm. Fabulous. Well, that is good. That's a very funny joke.
See, that's why I wouldn't do it in front of you. Why should I put myself?
You get big laughs?
Yeah, I do good. I do really good.
Wow. All right, good.
He's even been doing jokes about my breath, I understand.
Yeah, I do
let me hear a Gary breath joke.
Well, everybody, this ain't the greatest one in the world, but everyone always yells out, do you, you have a fart in Howard's face? I said I did once, but he thought it was Gary's breath, stuff like that. But these are just on the spur of the moment. People ask me a whole bunch of questions. They say, people yell out, hey, you know, well, they don't do it like that, but they say, is Gary gay? This is a big one they always ask me. So I go, listen, I know Howard puts Gary in a lot of, gay, situations on the TV show, but he's engaged, and I met his future husband, and he's a very good-looking guy. I do that all the time. I always get a lot of laughs.
All right, there you go. All right, Robin, stand up from Stuttering John. No wonder you're banging your head against the wall with him.
See, it's the way, it is fun.
Very excellent. Excellent. You're very good. You remind me of Jackie Mason a little bit. All right. What do you mean he's Gary gay? Why, do I make it seem like
everybody? That's a common one.
It's news to me.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you had him with Jackie. You had him with
but
Danny Terrio.
We all do stuff like that.
You're always saying how the gays are hitting on him. How
gays like him.
How the gays dig his age.
Yeah. Gays do like Gary.
So I'm even my mom called me and she said, she didn't say that either.
All right, listen, you know what? I've run out of time.
But she said, don't you think Gary gets upset when Howard keeps putting him in these gay positions?
No, come on. You know what I'll do? I'll get to your tapes later. I've run out of time. I got to get to some news now. Now it's time to start the news.
You want to play one?
You're too much. We have to delve into you too much to get to your tape.
Yeah, you are so interesting that I can't even get to your tape.
We started with you at 8:15.
I know. I tried. Very good, John.
Oh, really? You don't want to
we'll get to it tomorrow. What are you in a rush?
Well, he can't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, been in England.
All right, see you later. Here goes Stuttering John. I unfortunately ran out of time for his tapes, but there's quite a few interviews.
Yeah, I want to hear what he did over there.
He has Roger Taylor of Queen, Seal, the guy with the bad skin?
Thing on his face, yeah.
Paul Young, Liza Minnelli, Def Leppard, Roger Daltrey, Bob Geldof.
Wow.
And then he tries to get Slash, but Slash couldn't get to Slash. But the tape of him trying to get to Slash is interesting.
I see.
We got to take a break.
Time to play everyone's favorite game. Yes, it's mystery guest time on the Best of Stern.
Let's put our blindfolds on, Robin.
Get the mystery guest in here.
Robin, one of the things we love to do is use this show to network ourselves with celebrities, and Gary tells me this is a very big celebrity.
And we better be networking fools.
Yes.
All right. You not peeking?
No, I'm only looking right now at my...
What? You got the mics on?
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
All
okay,
right.
I'm not peeking. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right, maybe once I would do
can't
it.
see.
Maybe I would do it. Is our mystery guest here yet? Well, that'll prove to you I'm not peeking. I wish Gary would take a peek and listen to the
bring
show.
the mystery guest in. He's only got a few minutes.
Our mystery guest only has like 20 minutes to spend with us, so this must be a big guest. Usually get a guest in here 2-3 hours, you know they're not too happy.
That's not true anymore.
Well, that's not true anymore, that's right.
We have some big people who stay with us.
That's right.
The mystery guest is here.
The mystery guest is here. He has 20 minutes to be with us.
Enter and sign in, please.
Then again, it could be a woman also, couldn't it?
Sure. Why do you always say he?
Mystery guest, are you disguising your voice?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I think it's a
Then
woman.
You could be a man.
It's possible.
No way.
It's possible.
Nah.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Robin, you want to go first on this?
No.
All right, I'll go first. Mystery guest, are you a singer?
It depends on who you speak to.
But are you known for being a singer?
Not necessarily, no.
No, you're not known for being a singer.
No,
I'll take that as a no answer,
That's
Robin,
right,
and I'll move on to you.
To me. So are you known as an actress?
It depends on what circles you travel in.
It depends. So you do some acting?
On occasion.
I'll take that as a yes.
I would take that as a yes.
Are you a comedian?
No, I'm not.
No, that's a no.
Are you presently in a television show?
No, I'm not.
Why are you here? If you hardly sing, you do.
I think I'm more talented than you are.
Acting, and you're not a comedian.
Wait a second.
Because I have been stroking this man for 2 years.
You've been stroking me. Oh, I see. I know who it is.
Who?
It's Whoopi Goldberg.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, you lie, Whoopi.
Whoopi.
My goodness, it's you.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I don't believe it's you.
This is incredible. We never thought we'd get you live.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years in the making, I'm telling you.
What do you think? You got 20 minutes? I got to ask you stuff quick. Quicker! Yeah.
Questions.
Hey, this is great. What's about time you came on their show?
Yes.
Oh, well, I just got back. I'm back.
Where have you been?
Oh,
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been? I've been all across the country. I came across country on a bus.
You must be promoting something.
Yeah, of course.
What are you promoting?
I came to see you, Howard.
You did? Oh, you are. Hey, how do I look to you? Do I look decent?
You look completely different from what I expected.
What did you expect?
I don't know, just a short, balding guy.
Oh, really?
You're kidding.
You know, with,
really?
A pot belly.
Completely different. I came in and went, hey, Howard.
What's happening?
Howard's happening. He's got freaky hair. Everyone goes, man, I never expected you to have freaky hair.
Yeah, and you're white.
And I'm white,
You didn't know he was white.
Hey, you didn't know that? You thought I was black, I guess.
No, I thought you was Oriental.
Oh, really? Yes, it's so true. What are you promoting now? You must be promoting something.
Yeah.
That's the sad but true fact.
It's a Cops and Robbers movie.
Cops and Robbers movie.
Called Fatal Beauty.
I saw it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Robin
I saw a screening of it.
Robin went
Fatal
without
Beauty.
me. Robin goes.
Oh, he's upset with me.
Robin, I always, whenever I get invited to a screening, I of course ask Robin to go.
No,
with me.
you don't.
You know? Okay, but she went to see the movie, so I haven't seen it yet. Well, is this a good movie?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. I mean, it's
it's
fun.
It's
kind
fun.
of like Eddie does drag.
Right, yeah.
And...
Still married to your husband?
Yeah.
You are?
Wait a minute. Before we jump onto that subject.
I'd have been here early.
If you had known how I look.
Yeah, you could have been married to Whoopi.
Hey, let me tell you, it'd be great if we were married. Are you kidding?
Oh, honey.
We would be in People magazine together.
We'd be in jail, Howard.
No, we wouldn't.
We'd be in jail.
Did you see me on that Fox show the other night?
No, but
you heard the tape?
I had.
Oh man, where's this guy Arsenio Hall coming from?
I don't know who he is.
No, wait a minute.
That's
you can't
impossible.
say that, Whoopi.
How can you say that? He's the most happening thing on television.
Don't you know? Don't you have a television set?
No.
He put me down because I didn't know who he was. Like I'm supposed to know who he is because he's on the Fox show, which gets a 2 share.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in big trouble now. I'm going to hear about this.
Ain't it the truth?
Hey, were you at Edgar Rosenberg's funeral?
No.
You're friends with Joan Rivers?
Yeah.
You didn't go?
No.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd have some inside scoop on that.
No,
But
man.
wait a minute, before we get to that.
No, man.
I gotta ask a question about Fatal Beauty.
Yes.
You had a love scene with Sam Elliott?
Yeah, were you naked?
No, honey, gravity's got me.
Really? Hey, Whoopi, you got a nice body. What are you wearing? You wearing a dress?
Clothes? No, I'm wearing big clothes so that I don't get in trouble.
You've got a good body.
Not good enough to be naked.
Really?
Not in front of anybody who's paying to see me.
Yeah, you're too modest. You're too modest. I would have shown, you've got nice, I don't know what cup size you are, Whoopi. I've never looked. And you're wearing a heavy leather
way
jacket.
Down near my shirt.
Oh, they really are?
Way down near my shoes now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, and they're about as wide as the table.
I like when they swing low. I like that. They're attractive.
I like a pendulum, yeah.
You obviously must have breastfed at some point.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it. My
Well,
wife.
wait a minute, I'm not through yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, they cut most of the love scene out.
No, you know what happened?
What?
Is that the relationship between Sam and I is real strong.
Yes, I thought there was great chemistry.
And there's a section where he hugs me.
Uh-huh.
And what's supposed to happen is and coming out of this heavy scene about my kid.
Right.
I say to him, do you mind staying? He goes, what, are you crazy? No, of course I want to stay. And then he gives me a kiss and he says, no, I feel his hands and I say, those hands haven't done a hard day's work in their life.
Uh-huh.
And then he kisses me and he says, neither have those lips.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And it's just, it finishes it off.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of, it doesn't hurt the movie, but it's a disappointment.
Well,
it is.
See, I'm at a loss because I haven't seen it. In other words, you and Sam Elliott end up in bed together.
Yes, but
Okay.
you don't see that.
Right.
No, you don't see anything. You don't even see you guys in bed.
No, they cut the after.
But you did
you
shoot
see
that.
Whoopi in the
Yeah.
shower.
You
the
shot
next
that
morning.
scene.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to see that.
No.
So you were naked in the bed with him.
No, it was wake up in the bed with him.
Oh, so what are you wearing? Brown panties?
No, I'm wearing a
Did you
Calvin
keep a-
Klein top.
And that's it? No underwear?
And little
Underwear?
drawers. A little bit of drawers.
And what's he wearing? Nothing?
He's wearing drawers.
And did you guys get hot under the covers?
With
yeah, I would think I would.
500 people watching?
Yeah, come on, though. You get some covers on.
This is my first love scene, right?
Come on, when you're humping each other, it doesn't matter how many people
but
are watching.
It's after the hump.
Oh, it is.
It's post-hump.
Post-hump?
Wake up. It's wake up post-hump. And it's like, I'm there, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I never kissed anybody else,
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like ready, and I'm nervous, I'm sweating, and I look around, and there's 6 million people watching. And they're all in the room, like with their mouths open, and they're waiting to see, because the only person they've seen me kiss is a computer and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it was very bizarre I mean, I couldn't imagine.
Nobody was used to you in that role.
Huh?
That's all. They just weren't used to you in that role.
That's also true.
Believe me, if I was in a movie with you, I'd hump you in a minute. I tell you. But
Sam Elliott wasn't a bad start, though.
No, I mean, you know, it wasn't like they had smegma on the wall. You know, which they say, here's some smegma, let's make a man for Whoopi.
That's right.
No, this is
a man.
This is a hot hunk of a man.
That's a man. Next to him, I'm a woman.
I don't think so, Howard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, she likes you, Howard.
I do like Howard. I've been dying to meet you.
Well, I know that.
Hey, we're dying to meet you.
We keep going past, and you are also a huge surprise.
You didn't
Nobody told me.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody told me.
Man, we don't tell anybody anything. We like to keep things like that quiet.
It's like, whoa.
Major shock, huh?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Do they know what I'm talking about? No,
Oh, yeah, they know.
Well, they know.
They know.
The last black woman I knew of in radio was Vi Higginson.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I left on W. She was
lynched, I believe, in 19...
Yes. And then brought back to life.
Yes.
Like we always are.
Yeah.
With this show, Mama, I Want to Sing.
Right,
But before that, I hadn't seen anybody.
Where are you living now? San Francisco still?
Yeah, still there.
With your husband?
With my husband and my kids.
Can't believe you married a white guy.
How do you know he's white?
I saw him in the paper.
Well, everybody looks white in the paper. Shoot.
He's not white?
Yeah, he's white. I just wanted to know what.
Right.
What made you think he was
What
white?
made you think he was white?
That's outrageous.
Do you remember the morning that we had the conversation from California about marrying a white guy?
Yeah, that was good.
That was great.
That was great. I really liked that. That was
Yeah.
good. You're so famous now, man. It must be great. You must be hanging out
Well,
with
wait a minute. We got other problems with Whoopi
What?
to talk about because she's suing Rip Torn.
Oh, you are? Oh, you can't talk about
no,
that.
Talk
no,
about
no,
it?
no.
Oh,
No,
dear.
no, that's. But they would love for me to just start talking.
Oh, then we won't talk
They
about
would
it.
love
How come I don't know about this stuff?
Oh, well,
you
you
don't
don't
read
keep
the
up,
gossip
Howard.
columns,
Yes.
Johnny.
What's the matter with me? How come why aren't I suing anybody? I would love to sue
Just
somebody.
wait.
Yeah, right.
Just wait. After what I heard about you on the Fox Network, you could find yourself in court soon.
That's right.
Was
Well, I
it
want to
real?
sue them.
What happened, Howard?
Well, what happened was
We had a television show, you know.
I had a
We
television
deal
show with
that.
Fox.
I didn't know.
I was all set to become the new late night king.
Yes.
And what happened is, at least this is my theory, I can't say that it's 100% true, is that Rupert Murdoch, when he heard about the whole FCC investigation, decided not to do business with me. So that sort of killed, some preacher from Mississippi ended up killing my TV deal.
Yeah.
And I don't care, quite frankly, because I think I would have been destined to fail. If the Emmys couldn't get a #1 draw on the Fox Network, nothing can get a #1 draw on the Fox Network. You agree, Robin?
I sort of think Alan Thicke was right. You can't beat a major network that has regular affiliates with UHF stations.
Yeah. And I don't care. I wasn't all set to go on this late show and talk about the Fox Network, but Arsenio Hall was acting like such a jackass that it was the only thing left for me to do is to get so totally mad that I got my back up against the wall and I got all defensive.
Well, what happened? What did you do?
Well, they ended up, to make a long story short, I ended up saying a few things that I guess, I don't know what I said that got them angry.
Well, Howard.
I heard
Howard,
they edited out the Edgar Rosenberg
Of
comments.
course they did.
Okay. But hey, it's a fact of life. Edgar Rosenberg
The man
died.
is dead.
So he's dead. We're all going to die. So I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Fox Network had something to do with Edgar Rosenberg dying. Because
Whoopi, wake up. Somebody get some smelling salts. Whoopi just fainted.
No, but think about it. What I am saying is
Oh, you didn't.
what I'm saying is
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. What I am saying by that is, quite frankly, that show drove the man crazy. That's something Joan Rivers had talked about.
She did?
Yeah.
When?
She said the show drove him crazy. She said it to me.
Oh, she said it to you.
She said it to me backstage at Westbury Music Fair.
I see. I didn't know that.
Joan and I had a small tete-a-tete out in the hall.
Uh-huh.
I obviously wasn't good enough to be in her dressing room with her.
Wow.
So anyway, so when I said that, believe me, that's no big deal. To mention, why? Because the guy's dead, you can't mention his name?
Oh, well, you know how people are.
Yeah. And that was the only thing.
They take death seriously.
Did Arsenio pass out?
Yeah,
he
Arsenio
went
got all
into the
nervous.
fetal position on that one.
He went into the fetal position and...
pulled his legs up under his chin on the couch.
Well, I had to say something to shut him up. I just couldn't handle it anymore. He was just being real obnoxious.
Yeah.
He was just being real
See,
obnoxious.
I'm out of it. I've been, I hang with the kid. I go back and forth. And I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
People keep...
Well, neither does anyone else. He assumes that everyone
He
knows who
thinks
he
he's
is.
famous, though. He thinks everybody knows.
And he was trying to tell me that Fox was paying him so much money that he was buying his mama a Mercedes-Benz. And I said, you know, money is a little bit...
But what year?
Yeah, exactly.
It's used.
That's the thing.
You know, money is a little hard to come by these days. You just don't get money. You know what it is? You open up the paper and you read that everyone on TV is making $12 million. So Arsenio's trying to...
Except that you know why? You know what happens is that you have somebody like Donna Rice.
Right.
You know, who becomes this instant kind of thing by chewing up, you know, some...
Right, Gary
Well, don't
Hart.
say chewing up. We don't know what she did.
She might have chewed him up.
I just had a real nice thing went across my head.
I would say she probably did chew him up, though. Go ahead.
But, you know what I'm saying? That now suddenly she's selling these
big
jeans.
star, right?
And that, I don't know. You know, it's really strange. You think about celebrities who want to hang out with normal folks and just hang.
Right.
So you go and you get on a boat. You know, and there's lots of people, and somebody's got a Polaroid or a brownie, and you're clowning, and suddenly it's like they can make money. It's like whoring.
Yeah, it's pretty weird when a woman who just sleeps with a guy all of a sudden now is going to be a millionaire from doing it and telling her story.
She couldn't get arrested before that.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird. So a celebrity would start to think, hey, I better not hang around with anybody. I better go sit in my house and make sure I don't associate with anybody because they're going to end up burning me.
It's very weird. I mean, that's one of the things that in this time span I've had that has become an issue. You know, I understand why, you know, folks like Sinatra or even Sean Penn don't want to be bothered with these people with the cameras. Because I had a woman, man, I went to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
Yes, I do. On occasion.
Well, but you told me you never go to the bathroom.
I know, but I'm trying to get real now.
Right,
you know?
I know.
So I've started to have bodily function.
Again.
Again.
So you were in the bathroom.
And a woman followed me in and stuck her camera under the stall. And you know...
That was Robin. We work for the Inquirer part-time.
You know, and my first instinct was to just put my foot in her face.
Yeah.
You know, or anywhere near...
But then she would have sued you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so you got people grabbing your hair going, hey, and oftentimes they just don't realize. They think I'm a Disney walker. You know, in Disneyland, they think, oh, geez, I went to Disneyland and I saw Mickey Mouse and I saw Donald Duck and Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. You know, and I mean, it's hard to distinguish when it's okay to go hang.
Right.
It's weird.
I'm constant, you know, and you're put in a weird position, too, because part of you wants to have everybody love you and know who you are, and then when you walk out, and people always say stuff to me like, hey, you jackass, you know, in front of my wife and kids and stuff, you know, and like, you know, hey, I didn't realize you were so tall and ugly.
Howard, you suck.
And Howard, you suck, and you're so ugly. And then I go, man, how, you know, but I guess if I dish it out, I should be able to take it, but this is real life, and, you know, it gets kind of weird.
People can't distinguish.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
But quite frankly, Whoopi, you could trust that if Robin and I became your close friends, we would never turn on you. We're not that type. You can trust us. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Me and Fred are the same guys who followed Arnold Schwarzenegger into a bathroom.
And then talked about it.
Yeah, and talked about it. We followed Arnold Schwarzenegger into a bathroom once, and Arnold was in there, you know. And I go, hey, Arnold. He goes, yeah. I go, I think it's really great that you're making a Conan movie. And he goes, well, thank you, guys. And me and Fred are annoying him. So,
But it might have been easier for him to leave and pass what he needed to pass just by relaxing and talking.
Yeah, he was relaxed. It was something to do.
Right?
So, hey, guys, how about giving me a break?
Really? So every time you guys hit L.A., I'm not there. I never call.
We had a great show.
Wait a minute, we never call?
You never call. I always call you guys.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I would have called you.
We call her.
We call her.
Well, actually, we don't have your number, I bet.
Well, we don't want to hound you, you know what I mean?
No, but friends don't hound.
Yeah, but, you know, it could, you don't really...
No, your friends are like Elizabeth Taylor and Cher.
Oh, yeah, you hanging around with Cher at all?
No.
I don't think you should hang around with her. I don't like her.
She's a nice lady.
I feel she's a user.
No,
because...
you would like her if you knew her, Howard.
Really?
I do believe that. I think you'd like her if you knew her.
Well, probably sexually I'd like her.
I wouldn't know. I have not tried it.
You have not?
I have not made that move.
And Liz Taylor you're hanging around with, too?
Nope.
You see, I can't... See, that's phony. You can't hang around with her.
Her you'd like.
I would?
Yeah.
No way I'd like her.
She makes no bones, man.
Yeah?
She makes no bones. If it ain't right, she'll tell you.
You know what the problem is? Every time I meet someone who I've been talking about badly on the radio, like a Liz Taylor, if I met her or something, then I say, oh, she's really nice.
And
that's
then
the problem.
You'd be messed up.
Yeah, I prefer not to meet them.
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Yes.
I would prefer. You want to answer a few phone calls? Because I know you only have a few minutes.
Sure.
Want to take a commercial break and then answer some phone calls?
Yeah.
All right. Take a commercial break. We come back. Whoopi will answer a few phone calls, then she has to get out of here. Where are you going after this? Regis?
No.
Oh, thank God. Don't do that.
No. No.
Regis is going national. Did you read that?
No.
They're syndicating
Tell
it.
me you're lying.
The same people who syndicate Oprah.
Oh, no.
I give up. I give up.
I'll syndicate you, Howard.
Thank you, Whoopi.
You know the worst thing about Los Angeles, though, was watching their morning show. You think Regis is bad?
I appreciate Regis.
Oh, my goodness. Who is that guy with that Christina Ferrer, whatever her name is?
Yeah. You don't ever do that show, do you?
Did it once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And you'll never do it again?
Yeah, it depends on how heavy Nan is on the phone.
Oh, I see. Right.
You want to, like, talk about this movie a little bit, please?
Yeah, right. So, all right.
They are really bad.
The new movie is...
Fatal Beauty.
All right. This is going to be it. This is the big one, right?
No.
No, it's not?
No?
When's the big one coming?
When is the big one coming? What do you mean this isn't going to be the big one?
Well, you know when the big one will come?
When you least
people
expect
stop expecting it.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
I know, everybody's waiting every time you do something.
I wish these folks who are waiting would write something.
Yeah.
I wish they'd write it and then try to get it made and then try to keep the control over it once the editors and producers and directors get on it.
What happened to Born Yesterday?
Cannon wanted me to do a film that was not good alongside with it. And I said no, and they said, well, if you don't do this one, you can't do this one. And it was real weird because a lot of these writer people got very offended when they found out I was going to do it.
See, there's too much pressure in Hollywood.
Offended. Yeah. You know, because they thought, well, why not Madonna or someone like that?
Oh, he's got to be blonde.
Well, I mean, why would Garson Kanin allow anyone to try to remake a movie that's made really well, wonderfully with Judy Holliday, and do it the same way? The idea of me, according to Garson, was that it would be something different.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and you could still have the... Honey.
It's too much pressure, this Hollywood thing. Too much pressure. That's why I avoid it like the plague, Robin. Of course, I've been tapped to do many a movie.
Oh, yes.
And,
weren't you supposed to... before Sylvester Stallone,
no, there was a movie.
To be the Beverly Hills
there was a
Cop.
movie I was asked to do, but I unfortunately couldn't get 12 weeks to shoot.
Yeah.
As you know, it was a Canadian movie. It was a very beautiful movie, mounty movie. I was perfect for it.
Who were you mounting?
I was mounting the horse, I believe, at the time. But it was very beautiful. All right, let's take a commercial break. Whoopi's here. It's very exciting. We're all obviously very excited.
Yeah.
This is very exciting because most...
Gary told us we'd be blown away. He was right.
That's right. We are mostly treated like scum in this industry.
Thank God for you, Whoopi.
If it wasn't for you coming here and the occasional appearance by Joe Walsh, we would be completely starless on this program. So it's really exciting. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
And we're back with the best of Stern and the conclusion of the interview with film star Whoopi Goldberg. It's classic, best of Stern.
How much longer are you in New York for? Are you leaving today? You are.
Yeah. I stayed to come meet you guys because you guys just got back, I'm told.
Right, yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Oh, you're decent. You are a decent human being.
No. I was ready for this.
You were?
Yeah.
Anyway, the phone calls. Whoopi, this is not often that we get you on a radio show. And the audience wants to talk to you, obviously.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Well, I'm sure they have great questions this morning, too.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to embarrass us. We're sitting here with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I swear to God, if you people embarrass us with your questions, we're going to play Engelbert Humperdinck records for the rest of the morning. I'm not kidding about that.
That's it.
Whoopi's a big star, and she didn't want to be asked some jackass questions by a bunch of jackass drunk people.
So, straighten up.
Yeah, the good audience is going to call in,
all right.
Not the bad audience. Whoopi Goldberg is with us. Arsenio, eat your heart out, you idiot.
He doesn't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
That's right. Here, let's see. Don't ask lame questions, okay?
Okay.
You got that?
Got it.
All right, shoot.
Hi, Whoopi. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Don't laugh at me, Howard. Whoopi, I wanted to ask you, I've seen two of the movies. I saw the burglar movie, and I saw you in the first movie. I don't remember the movies, but I remember you.
Color Purple, you idiot.
Color Purple.
How could you forget that?
You didn't see that?
You still hanging around with Oprah?
I did see it. It's good. No, not Oprah.
You can't stand Oprah, Whoopi?
Where are you from?
New York. I'm here.
You like Oprah?
Yeah, I like Oprah.
Oh, you do like her?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Whoopi, where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Chelsea, 26th and 10th.
Well, where did you come from? All of a sudden, you just came on the scene and...
Get out of here, you idiot.
Howard.
How many times did you have to say it?
She was on Broadway, and she got discovered.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Even I know that.
Hey, Howard, they didn't edit out the comment you said about Joan's husband.
No, they didn't edit it out because it was live in New York and Los Angeles. They cut it out.
Oh, it was great.
Thank you.
Great.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Well, that guy was the lamest caller, Whoopi.
Where'd you come from?
Where'd you come from?
My mother's womb.
And in 20 minutes, they asked a question.
Excuse me, Whoopi. I would like to know, I saw your first two movies, and the first movie, I can't remember the first movie, but the second movie was Burglar. And what I'd like to know is...
And you think the guy really knows what he's talking about here.
What I'd like to know is, where'd you come from?
Hey, jackass! I apologize, Whoopi, please.
That's all right, Howard. I'm used to
We'll try again.
We're going to try again right now. Yes. I was intimidated that person. I know I'm up to...
He knew his question was bad.
That's right.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? We'll go to Philadelphia. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
All right. Try and ask a good question.
Yeah. First of all, Howard, I want to tell you, your show's the greatest show I've ever heard. It's just totally dumb.
I know all that.
Whoopi Goldberg's here.
Whoopi's here.
Whoopi, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Well, we've established that Whoopi's doing pretty good. Yeah, the audience doesn't know any questions. You're idiots. I'm going to play Engelbert Humperdinck records the rest of the morning. If we didn't have that searing Jessica Hahn phone call that we're waiting for, I would do that.
What?
We're going to talk to Jessica Hahn.
No.
Yeah, we're good friends with her.
Get out of here.
We talk to her a lot.
Yeah.
I know.
We talk to her a lot. I'm the one who hooked her up with a lawyer.
We advise her.
Yeah, the poor girl was raped. I feel bad for her. She's naked in Playboy.
Not naked.
Frontal nudity.
Breastal nudity.
Breastal nudity. Whoopi, will you ever do any nude scenes in movies, ever?
I told you, Howard, gravity has me.
Oh, come on.
How can you compete with goiters? You see women,
You've got a nice young physique. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, man, I have seen young... You were out in L.A. Women have their breasts sewn onto their shoulders.
Yeah.
They look like they got growth.
Would you ever get breast implants?
No.
Never.
No.
None of that stuff for you,
I don't care, honey. Let them do it. You know, let them that gets the carved bodies do it. And
your husband doesn't put pressure on you?
When he's on top, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Still have an active sex life with him, or are you guys getting tired of each other?
Married.
Well, what do you mean? It's over a year now.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
After a year, I was maybe doing it with my wife once a month.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. By the time we got... In fact, we were doing... When I first met her, we did it once a night.
Once a night?
Once a night. I've never done it more than once a night with my wife.
Oh, with your wife?
I had a girlfriend once. I did it 5 times in one night. This girl was wild.
Is this like in the course of the relationship? Like over 10 years?
I'm saying that the entire time I've known my wife, we only do it once a night.
How many kids you have?
2.
Well, that's why.
Yeah. But I'm saying even when
I did my part, Howard.
But when I met her, we did it every night.
Yeah.
Well, that's because who knew what was going to come?
That's right. And then we got married, and now we do it once a month.
Wow.
And you'll see. It won't be any different for you. No, I'm sad to say. I mean, I don't mean to... You know what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
No way.
You think if I got a breast implanted with, like...
It helps. It does. Whoopi has 2 minutes left? Oh, Nan, wait. Yeah, right. Just sit down.
The man is still... Are you still there?
Man's asking questions.
Okay.
I see... by the way, I do see Jessica Hahn's lawyer out there in the hall. And Dominic Barbara.
Please get Whoopi by this man before he signs her to a contract.
Yeah, because before you know what hits you, that lawyer will have you posing naked in Playboy.
Not a prayer. Not a prayer.
You don't know. He's very persuasive.
I want them to pay me to keep it on. Those are the negotiations I want to do.
What is it, Gary?
Mr. Barber wanted Whoopi to have...
Oh, he wanted to give Whoopi a copy of the Playboy.
Now, you know, I have to bring this up, Jessica, if you're listening. This does not do much for your case.
Sure does.
No, this doesn't like make it easier for people to say, you know, yes, well, she was young and innocent. I mean,
yeah, but let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Just because a woman poses topless, does that mean she wasn't raped?
No, but I tell you, on a case like this that is nationally known, that carries all this kind of weight, it makes it tough for people to stand behind her.
But don't you think she doesn't care at this point who stands behind her, but how much money she can get? If she can get $3 million out of this whole deal, wouldn't you say she's smart to get the $3 million and then she could tell everyone to kiss off? That's my feeling.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope that's what happens.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I hope so. Because, you know, I think it must be tough for a lot of these ladies, you know, because they're looked at as like this total vapid thing. And I hope that things go better for her.
Yeah. Well, they'll go with people like me advising her.
Real good. Jessica, you're looking good in this. That's you.
With people like me advising her, I think that it'll be good. All right, come on. You got a final question because Whoopi has to leave.
Whoopi, what are your plans for the future?
I think to get to the airport as quick as possible.
I don't fly, Howard.
Oh, you don't?
No, I told you I came across country in a
I wondered why you were in a bus.
In a bus? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I hate to fly, too. I always think it's going to be my last flight. But you probably got more odds of getting hit in a bus.
In a bus, I at least know that the distance between the chair that I'm sitting in and the ground is a lot more than I can maneuver coming out of the sky. I also I lived in San Diego when the Cessna PSA plane worked at that certain neighborhood.
But isn't a Cessna a small plane?
Yeah, but when they hit, it doesn't matter when they hit midair.
Yeah, but what if you get in a big commuter flight?
No, man, because they don't take care of them.
No?
Listen to what the pilots are telling you. They're not maintaining these planes. They're they're not.
I thought I was going to die this time on the flight to California, but it worked out pretty good.
You think that all the time?
Yeah, I always feel that I'm going to end up dead from a plane, but...
See, I think toilet seats are going to get me.
Yeah, probably. There's going to be some virus you pick up on.
No, something's going to suck me down.
Oh, suck you down.
I always look in before I sit, and then I get up real fast just to make sure nothing's come up and got me.
Don't flush before you get up. That's one thing for sure.
Really, because I lost a lot of weight,
Whoopi, you need therapy, I think. I'm telling you. Something serious here. All right, do you have a final question for Whoopi? Is that it? That's it?
That's it.
All right, get out of here. You did a horrible job.
What are your plans for the future?
What are your plans for the future?
I'm going to become a singing nun and work with children.
So, Whoopi, I have one final question.
Yes.
What are your plans for the future?
I'm going to go meet these breasts.
That's it.
No.
Jessica's breasts do look good, I got to say.
You're seeing them.
They look great. Looks beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. And here's the typical blonde that they have to have.
The blonde looks damn good.
Yeah,
to me.
That's true.
I just once would love to get one of those girls, one of those Playboy girls.
What do you think that's going to be like? You say it all feels the same.
It does feel the same. It all feels the same. Let me tell you something. You could be with any. I could. You know something. I could sleep with anything.
I think you have.
I have. Whoopi, don't you basically feel the same way? You could sleep with anything.
No, man.
No.
I got very picky with.
Oh, you are picky.
Oh, very picky.
Mind you, I don't sleep with just anybody.
I should hope not.
I just sleep with my wife.
I should hope
I've been totally faithful.
Right.
No, I really have.
Good. I'm glad. How long have you been married?
10 years. So, I mean, I haven't slept with another woman in about 13 years. Beside my wife, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
I'm glad to hear it, man.
All right, I see Nan is getting up.
Nan's getting up. She's funny.
Nan's leaving. Whoopi, you can stay.
Nan, of course, is Whoopi's publicist, who looks fabulous.
Doesn't she look great? Man, I didn't recognize her. There's a whole other body.
Oh, man, are you hot?
Yes, she is.
I wouldn't sleep with Nan, unless she'd let me. You would let me? Nan, you find me attractive at all? You really? You can see the big nose in the middle of my face?
Big nose.
I got a big nose.
He's thinking of getting a nose job.
I'm thinking of getting a nose job.
No. What, are you crazy?
No, look at me.
Daddy, what's the matter? I'll come and smack your face down.
All right. And that would be an honor, by the way.
Who do you want to look like?
I don't know, Robert Redford, maybe. Boy, all my problems would be solved, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I want to thank Whoopi Goldberg, who has a new movie.
Fatal Beauty.
Fatal Beauty. Hey, don't be so nervous with this movie career. You're just going to make a lot of money.
I'm going to have a good time, man.
That's all.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's just,
See, I enjoy the movies. I go in and I laugh.
You know what it is?
People are a pain in the ass.
You get a script, and you read it, and you fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and you make the movie, and then it's taken from you.
Right. It's out of your control.
But when you read about it and they say, Whoopi Goldberg, such and such, like I paid for it. And
right.
And I say to myself, dummy, why do you think I sit around saying, well, here's a great script and here's a real piece of crap. Let me do the piece of crap. Just to, let me do this piece of doo-doo and leave that great stuff for someone else.
Yeah, people think you consciously make this decision.
And it's frustrating, but it's fun because,
It's an issue of control because, let's face it, whenever we're in a project where we have no control over it, it always turns out crappy.
Yeah.
And the only thing that ever turns out good is our radio show because I have control over it and you have control over it.
Yeah.
We don't let this out of our hands.
No, don't. How's the FCC thing go? I just got to know before I go.
Oh, it's doing marvelous for my career. Let me tell you, it cost me a television project. But, no, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care what happens anymore. You want to know something? I don't care. I don't care. Let the government come after me. Go ahead. Take me off the air. You know something? I'm starting to believe you. I think I should be off the air.
Are they still trying to really get you off there?
Everybody's trying to get me off the air. It's incredible. No, but I think they're pretty mellow now, aren't they?
I don't know what they're doing in Washington. I think they got problems of their own right now.
Yeah, when you got Senator Biden lying and you got that Bork.
Changing his opinions about everything every other day.
Wow, yeah.
I liked Bork better when he was King Tut from the Batman show. Much better.
Victor Borg.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes, it was very good. But anyway, we're going to take a commercial break. Whoopi's leaving, and we want to thank you for coming on. It really is a thrill. It really is. All right, and when we come back, we'll be talking to Jessica Hahn and doing the news.
Yeah.
Right after these words.
We're back with Jerry Seinfeld's best friend, Howard Stern.
And we're back with the best of Stern. As always, it's a pleasure to have the witty and funny Joan Rivers on the show. And we're going to give you her now on the best of Stern.
Hey, Joan.
Dorothy Melvin.
Oh, Dorothy, how are you? Dorothy, what are you attached to Joan? The two of you?
Yes, she gets money and she sticks with me.
You know what you two remind me of? You ever see the elephants in the circus where one is tied, the tail is tied to the trunk to tail.
I think Dorothy is like the lady that rides the elephant.
It's like Siamese broads, you two, you and Dorothy.
What have you done to yourself? You've either fixed your face or fixed your nose. You look so good. You've done something.
Oh, yeah, I fixed my nose.
Yes, you have done something. You look wonderful. I looked at the pictures of you on my show.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you look very good, Howard. You've done something.
You know what I've done? I'm going to tell you something. You are a horny old lady. That's the only thing that has changed.
I don't want you for myself. Trust me.
Yeah.
But you look wonderful.
Really?
It's either success or it's Dr. Hoffman and success.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the guy you go to, Dr. Hoffman?
I go to Dr. Hoffman every week.
That's the Los Angeles guy?
The LA guy.
The one who did Michael Jackson?
The one who done everybody. Elizabeth Taylor, all of them, yeah.
Really? That's the guy you go to? And that's the one who did your face?
He did my face.
What did you get, a facelift?
This goes back 3.5 years ago. Yes, we've done this.
You did your facelift 3.5 years ago?
3.5 years ago, right before the tribute.
I can tell you have a facelift only because your eyes. No, seriously, your eyes are pointed up.
My eyes were always pointed up.
No, they were not like this.
I'll bring you a picture next time.
No, your eyes are very pointed up.
I'm a woman that tells the truth. My eyes were always that way.
Really?
I always had. There was one night they had almond shaped.
You're a nice looking woman.
The right one.
You're nice looking.
Yeah,
I tell you, I'd bang you in a minute.
Well, that's right. Well,
no, really, because she's older.
Like
I don't normally like older women.
That's like saying, they do you a favor.
Oh, I do you a favor. I put you out of your misery. I trot you around first, and then I do you.
I was on the Mike Douglas show.
Yeah.
With Lana Turner.
Oh, yes.
And I was sitting there, I was like 22 years old, and one of the band came over and said to me, you know something? We take you over her. You pigs. Do you think either one of us would want to? I'm supposed to say thank you? We take you over her.
Hey, Dorothy, I'd bang you too. Don't feel left out of it.
Thank you.
Well, they're going to be together anyway.
Wouldn't it be the joke when nobody would be in the hotel room waiting for them?
The two of them dress so snazzy. It's unbelievable. They walk in the room. Dorothy
and jewelry.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The two of you.
They always look well put together.
How come neither one of you at my Oscar party? Major.
We were working that night.
Are you serious? We were working that night. We would have been there.
Big time story.
Joan throws the worst party.
Happened to be,
you threw an Oscar party. You made it. Nobody good showed up.
Dorothy, should we start talking?
Go ahead. Tell us who showed up at your Oscar.
Kevin Costner showed up.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
Now you're lying.
Where were you?
I never saw that in the paper.
He was in Los Angeles. How could he have been there?
Tell the
Kevin
truth.
Costner
Tell the truth.
was there. Michael Moriarty was there.
No, he wasn't.
Excuse me.
No.
Vanessa Redgrave was there. Lynn Redgrave was there.
You're lying.
Ben Gazzara was there. No, I'm not lying. We have big time stars.
I don't believe it.
I don't care.
Kevin Costner was at your Oscar party.
Kevin Costner came with his wolf.
Wasn't he in Los Angeles?
He had to be in Los Angeles.
Of course.
I'm telling you.
Really? You really had that caliber of a star?
It was such an A party they didn't let me in.
Really? They didn't want you there.
They didn't want me, they said.
How happy are you? Only 29 days till that imbecile resigns.
Which one?
Johnny Carson.
Oh,
that idiot.
It's less than that, huh?
Who gives a
No, don't easy. You can't say that.
What
is that? Using the S word. I can't put that on the air.
You can't take this on the air?
No, I can't put you on the air when you curse.
This show.
That's the new Joan Rivers.
She's working dirty now.
What do you think? A guy stopped his car. Stopped his car. Yes, he says to me, so how do you think Leno's going to do? I said, what do I care? All I know that on my show on Monday, today I have hot young stars. Tuesday I have slept with your friend's best friend.
Wait, you're all excited. No one knows what you just said.
No, I said, people ask me, all I know is today on my show I have hot young stars. Tomorrow I have people who slept with their children's best friend.
Well, what do you mean you have hot young stars?
Hot stars.
I mean stars who love to spread their legs?
No,
hot
young,
stars?
hot today, what's happening.
Who do you have?
I don't want to tell you, watch.
Okay. Boy, Johnny Carson brings out...
Whoever's in the hall.
Johnny Carson brings out the best in Joan, doesn't it? Isn't it great?
All I know is Wednesday had the whole cast of Wings.
Oh, you
Third,
do?
I have Drew Barrymore, who is incredible.
Oh, yeah. She's you know what?
Smart.
She happens
Boy,
to look
she's
good.
smart. She looks great.
She's very
she looks
attractive.
hot.
Have you taped that already?
We taped that yesterday.
What does she wear? Does she wear a miniskirt?
Okay. She wears slacks, but she looks
Oh,
great.
too
and
bad.
She's smart.
Does she wear a low-cut top? She grew breasts.
She didn't wear any top.
You know what's fun? Now you're smart. Now you know how to promote.
Now you'll have a watch.
And let me tell you something. Drew Barrymore.
How old is she now?
She's 17, but boy, she's been there and back, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's lived more than me.
Move that over, Robin. I can't see your
I can't. That's on your side of the window.
But she grew up very nice looking.
She grew up great. She grew up some family.
Yeah.
She hadn't seen the father for 8 years. She met him on the street.
Oh, really?
Met him on the street. Hi, Dad.
Wow. And she had a lot of sex, didn't she?
She's had a lot of sex, so you guys would be interested.
Did you get her to open up about her sex?
Yes.
You
about
do?
everything.
Really?
You know, they tell me everything.
Oh, my.
You probe and you open up.
My show, which is doing great, thank God, they tell me everything because they don't
Let me
realize.
tell you something, Joan. Your show continues to be on the air, even though you're stuck on Channel 11.
Channel 11 in New York, 11 on 11. I'm there by choice.
Let me tell you something. That's cute. 11 on 11. Joan, poor Joan.
Poor Joan.
She puts out this show. You know, it's really a shame.
She really worked hard on that show.
It's
a
really
good-looking show.
It's a nice-looking show. They put a lot of money into it, and then they stick it on Channel 11, which is like not being on TV at all.
We're number one in our time slot. What do you want from me?
No, I'm number one. Who knows? Listen,
Number
Joan, I hope
one
you are
on
number one in your time slot.
In my time slot.
Are you really?
Yeah, I swear to God. In my time slot.
Are you lying?
I would not
I think you're lying.
I would not lie.
Do you want
I'm
me to
not
go
Richard
check?
Simmons.
Do you want me to check if you're
can
number one?
check.
You are number one in your time slot.
In New York, yes.
Well, very
in
good.
Washington, we're number one. And Philadelphia, we're number one. Who else do you go to?
Let me tell
Los
you about
Angeles?
that's
LA, we're not number one in L.A.
That is amazing that you
We're
are
not
number
number
one.
one.
That is amazing because let me tell you something. For people who are listening to us out of town, Channel 11. Let me tell you about Channel 11. During the riots, the recent riots, Channel 11
What
played.
riots?
Channel
I was in
11.
LA with the riots?
Yes. Channel 11 played Uncle Joe Bolton in the Three Stooges during the entire rioting period. These are people. What is it, Gary?
I was told for a fact that our station in Los Angeles that shows our TV show, they showed the Brady Bunch and Hawaii Five-0 while every other station was doing live coverage.
Unbelievable.
NBC showed the Cosby Show. I'm sitting there watching. The mayor has requested you watch the Cosby Show.
Can you believe that?
No, I couldn't. Somebody got to somebody there.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody got a major gift. Everybody, instead of coverage, let's all sit down. And you know what? If you're good, we're going to show you Lucy next.
That's right. I thought Cosby would have calmed everyone down.
Well, they stopped for that half hour.
They did. The rioting stopped.
Wouldn't that be funny if it did? Wouldn't that be hysterical?
Now, where were you? Where were you during the riot?
I was in LA. I flew in and I looked
because of the trouble?
No, I was flying.
Joan went there to calm down the people.
I was working in California, so I went in to see Melissa,
Right.
who is now on MTV doing gossip.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah,
that,
so
Howard. I told you, Melissa.
I was going to get to that in a minute, but go ahead.
MTV gossip.
So we're flying in Dorothy, who's always with me, the elephant girl, and we're flying in, and we look down from the plane, and we see fire. So I figured, the earthquake.
Right.
The earthquake. And we land, and we say, my God, what happened? Waiting for them to say, there's no more Sepulveda Boulevard. And they said the Rodney King verdict came in.
Oh, really?
And so we got the last plane into L.A.
Wow.
It was like war. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. And may I tell you what's wrong? I'm going to tell you right now what's wrong with this whole country. Okay?
Good. Okay, somebody has an answer.
Somebody
who knows.
I figured this out.
Go ahead.
This country is a melting pot. I don't.
Now, when did you figure this out? During your manicure?
I figured this out during the 4 days we sat in California.
I see.
Having my manicure, but thinking.
First of all, listen, Joan just made a point.
Hold
this
it.
country was.
The country is a melting pot.
No, excuse me. Before Joan starts, Freddie, a little timpani, please. Come on.
Yeah.
This
All
is,
right.
she's about
I
to
just
tell you
don't
what's
want us
wrong.
to miss any points
I'm telling
here.
you vote for me.
How profound. The country is a melting pot.
This country, I don't want to ever hear you're an Afro-American, you're an Italian-American, you're a Jewish-American, you're a Chinese-American. We all came here to become Americans, and the more that we say we're separate, the worse it's going to get. That's not what this country's about. This country's about we're all Americans, and it's wrong. I'm sorry, and Robin's going to get angry at me, and
I am?
let us from Italians, and let us. We are not.
I never say any of that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? We're not separate. We should be together. It's insane.
Robert, are you feeling angry?
I don't know what she's talking about.
I do.
Are you done with that, Joan? Is that
I
it?
was there.
Is that the end of the message?
The end of the message is, God damn it, and listen to me, that we should all get together. We are Americans, and I don't want to hear anymore that this is wrong and that's what. Get together and solve it.
All right, hold it.
Everybody digest that for a second.
Yeah, it's heavy, but it's true.
Yeah, I think what Joan's saying, she wants a world where everyone can afford facelifts.
I think so.
Not just Afro-Americans or Jewish Americans.
Yes, I do.
Right.
I want a world where if you want it, you can have it.
Let me tell you something, Joan. I think you bumped your head when that plane landed in Los Angeles. I don't know what's going on over there. All right, listen. What is it, Gary? Who is on the phone? What's the matter? Is that for Joan?
It's Richard Bay.
Richard Bay, get him off the air. What else do you want?
He does a show. Yeah, exactly. He does a show on Channel 9.
Then tell him to work.
What does he want?
He says that Joan's ratings are in dispute.
Excuse me? Richard who?
Excuse me, one second. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Joan, watch out. The Richard Bay show's on this morning.
Richard. Hey, let me tell you something, pal. Richard?
Yeah?
Whether you are a creep. Excuse me.
All right, I happen to like Joan Rivers very much.
I don't care if you like Joan Rivers. I'm not here to get your approval for Joan Rivers. The woman's a star. You're nothing.
But you always talk about how you tell the truth.
You are a creep.
You're not telling the truth.
You are a creep. All you do is steal my material. Get lost, you groveling for a plug
but
pig.
You're not telling the truth.
Shut up, you jerk. How dare you even come near my air? Look at this guy looking for promotion.
Tell you how to fix America, and he's discussing Channel 9.
Let me tell you something. I know what show he's on. 9 Broadcast Plaza. You know what we call it? Point 9 Broadcast Plaza, because it's never gotten more than...
He's not going to say he's number one.
Yeah, if he says he's number one, I give up.
If he's number one, I go home.
Dorothy, you want his phone number?
We can get it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dorothy would switch it a second.
You're not kidding. She'd leave you in a minute.
Oh, she let go of my tail so fast, that little elephant girl.
Joan, when we come back, I want to talk about your daughter's move to MTV.
Yeah.
Let me take a short commercial break.
Sure, hurry.
All right. And Joan Rivers is here with Dorothy.
It's a big surprise to me. I didn't know they were coming.
You know what? I didn't either.
Oh, my.
Well, you were supposed to be on my Emmy show, or my Oscar show. You don't show. I don't tell you I'm coming.
I think I'm too big for that. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
And we're back with the best of Stern and more with comedian Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers is here. She's stopping by because it is sweeps.
Sweeps week.
Sweeps week. Very important that Joan do well in the sweeps.
Yeah, it's very important. We all do. Don't you watch?
I watch the show.
I was laughing when I was watching the riots because I was thinking some poor slob sold a movie to CBS.
Right.
A year making the movie, a
Right.
year getting it on. They fight for the spot.
Right.
We've all know. No, I want to go on. I want to go on Friday night. I've got it. Yay!
Yeah.
And then they're not on.
I know.
And next year they'll say, well, the numbers stank. And they'll say, but you forget the riots. I'll say, no, look, the numbers stank.
It's always bad. You wait and wait and wait, and then finally
It's just raw numbers.
And then
They
they
don't
get
care
preempted.
about the circumstances.
Well, was that great television or what, those riots?
That was
the best.
great.
I bet. Wait till you see the overnight ratings on those. I tell you, it was fabulous.
It's going to be a series.
I love it. I love violence.
For a series.
I love violence. The only thing was missing was sex. There was no nude women. They should have nude women ripping their tops off in the street. It would have been wonderful. In fact, if you notice,
Well, next time you orchestrate the riot.
Did you ever notice that women who loot are big fat slobs?
Yeah.
You ever see that? It was unbelievable. You couldn't find one nice looking woman in the whole bunch.
Yeah, Luda's a chubette.
Yes, very chubby. Now, anyway, Joan, you are here talking about your TV show.
Or anything, Howard. I'm open for anything. I'm very angry with
you're
Richard
not.
Simmons.
You're not.
He sends me tapes unsolicited.
Right.
I call. I'm very good. I come from a background where your mother said you call, you write. I call and I say thank you. Then he waits till he gets on your show and says, I never heard from you. First of all, I didn't ask your stupid tapes.
Right.
I'm thrilled to get them because they're very good.
Well, you're very thin. I don't think you need a
They're
tape.
very good. I like to walk to his tapes.
Right.
And I do thank him. What does he want from me?
What does he want you? Does he want to be your co-host?
His complaint was that you don't have
he
him on
wants
the
to be
show.
on my show.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He wants to be on the show.
Yeah, well, he can't keep having him on. You can't keep having him on the show, can you?
I've had him on. I don't know what he's talking about.
Joan, I noticed you're already...
You can't have him on my husband. I slept with my child's best friend.
Talk to me about that. I slept with my child's best friend. So what, you got a bunch
tomorrow.
of... You got a bunch of yentas together.
That slept with their children's best friends. Well, that happens.
Yeah? Have you ever done that? Do you ever sleep with any of Melissa's friends?
6 or 7.
So you're not open about everything. I read in the paper again that you have a new boyfriend, a Greek millionaire.
Well, it's the same guy.
Who was that guy?
That we saw sneaking out of her house.
Yeah, right. That was the guy over our house. What's his name? You think that millionaire could have bought some food for our house? So I could have eaten something at our house.
He could have bought me a dime from that guy in Jersey.
I've been thinking about that party we went to over your house, and you served finger sandwiches. And if I tell you finger sandwiches, I almost ate my finger. That's why they call them finger sandwiches.
The Oscar party, we had major food.
Did you really?
Yeah, and you didn't show.
Because I embarrassed you. You know what it is? You're trying to be like Goyim and have a party where they serve finger sandwiches. She thinks that she's rich. She's going to serve finger sandwiches.
We're having
T, give me a friggin' sandwich. A real sandwich. No finger
You have
sandwich.
lucky wasps, though.
Yeah. They don't have...
Wasps have to spend money on food.
That's
right.
Or clothes, because you figure they're so rich they're wearing last year's dress by choice.
Now, you say your boyfriend is Greek.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Doesn't that hurt?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Well, you know what I read recently was that Joan does see this guy, but she also dates others.
Yeah. Well, you're having a party.
I'm having a very good time.
I'll tell you, ever since Edgar, she's having a party.
Yeah,
you are having a party.
She's recovered completely.
Yeah, I noticed how you got over everything.
Well, it's 4 years.
I mean, gee whiz.
It's 4 years.
Do you think
allowed.
4 years is a little fast to go back?
I think God.
Do you remember Edgar?
Yeah. Remember Edgar, the guy you were married to? You wrote the book?
Let me tell you, I had a very good marriage. I had a terrible thing. But you get it's 4 years later.
Hey.
Thank God one moves ahead.
You're a woman. You have needs.
I'm a woman. I have needs. I desire.
I can't believe you have needs and desires. What do you do? Like, you get completely, like after 2 years of mourning?
I get completely undressed. I get into bed and watch PBS.
No, I mean, after 2 years of mourning. I mean, seriously, I'd say after 2 years you started dating.
I started going out about 2 years. It was terrible.
You waited 2 years. It was a hard time. I read your book, and I got to tell you something. I really thought it was great. I'm not just saying that because you're here.
No bones about it.
Because how many books have I ever read in my lifetime?
That makes it 4, right?
I thought it was the most honest. I thought it was the most honest approach to show business and talking about show business that I'd ever read.
Howard.
No, I'm being serious.
That's why I love you.
I really did like it, but I'm not just throwing you.
No,
I think people should read this. Did you ever read it?
I still have to get to it.
Yeah, sure.
It's up on the shelf. It's working its way.
Yeah, right, bitch.
You would really enjoy it, Robin.
She can't. She doesn't have time. She's got to go out. She's single.
That's right.
She's horny like you.
She's got to go out. She's got to meet. She's got to date. She's now.
In the 2 years that you were not with your husband after the death, you didn't address this in your book. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that's the next book.
The 2 years, were you horny for guys?
I'm
and
not
didn't
going to discuss this. I only tell
yes, you are.
people like Florence Henderson.
I don't discuss this. No, I mean, did you look at men and go, it would look wrong if I went out on a date?
Yeah, you felt very peculiar. You know what it's like when you're with you're 21.
It would be very weird to even kiss another woman.
And you're sitting there with somebody saying, where'd you go to school?
Let me tell you something.
And the guy can't remember, he's so old.
Let me tell you something. That's menopause, believe me. That's what that is.
I know who I want to get married to, though. I know. I want a really good-looking, stocky, strong individual with a lot of white hair. I want to marry Barbara Bush.
No, that's Santa Claus you want to marry.
Barbara
Bush. No, but wait a second.
She'd be great.
Joan, you're skirting the issue, and this is not like
change of sex operation. Think of Barbara Bush.
You are outrageous this morning because you are trying to change the topic.
I'm not trying to change the topic.
You're obviously embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed about your love life.
Right.
I have no love life.
Oh,
I have no love life.
I don't think so.
I have a like life.
Let me ask you this. So there it is. It's the 2 years, and it's really bad. But you're going through it, and you're saying, "Look, I want to date."
Yes.
Because I'd be dating within 3 weeks.
I know.
I know that. I don't think the body.
I would be so embarrassed.
The body wouldn't be cold.
Yeah,
I'd be dating.
He'd have a date at the funeral.
Yeah,
I would. I would bring a woman to the funeral. I really would.
He'd be saying to the embalmer, "You're nice looking now."
Yeah. My wife says to me, the other night we made love. This is the first time in a month and a half we made love. So she goes,
good, though. I'll tell you why.
She says, even if something happened to you. After we have sex, she always has me dead. If anything happened to you.
She's like a Black Widow.
I'm telling you. She goes, if anything ever happened to you, I could never remarry. I could never make love to another man again.
Oh, dear.
This is what she says.
Please.
I go, you are so full of it. And that's the worst thing in the world. Let me tell you something. The way I set up my will, my wife, I know what's going to happen. She's going to fall for the first idiot that comes along, some big dope who's going to get a hold of the insurance money I'm leaving behind.
No, because you leave it to the kids.
Well, no, I've got a will where my father and certain of my friends are in charge of the will even after my death, and my wife has to ask them for money. Remember Lucy with Mr. Mooney on the old Lucy show?
That's not right.
Well, that's not right?
It's not right.
Why? So some bum can come in and go, sweetheart, if you really love me, you're going to help me with my new mail order business. My insurance money, my kids aren't going to have anything to eat.
You set it up as equal his need for the kids, and you let her have a good time. So she put up with you all these years.
No way.
Let the woman have a little fun. Let her have a sailor on her
She's going to be on an allowance the rest of her life.
She can come and live with me.
And let me tell you something. So when some bum comes up to her and marries her, and he goes, honey, I love you, and if you love me, you're going to give me $1 million that your husband... I took out a big life insurance policy.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, Lucy didn't have one date in that whole series, did she?
No. So the guy's going to say, hey, all that money your husband left behind. I took out life insurance, term life insurance.
You should take out life insurance. You've got children.
Wait a second. So if I die, right?
Right. God
so the guy's going to come in and say to my wife, well, you got all that money from your husband. Why don't I let me invest it?
She's smart.
Now she can't. So you know what she's going to have to say? She's going to say, well, I have to ask my father-in-law.
Father-in-law? Your father is
going to give her a dime.
Oh, that's not right.
That's not right?
That's not right.
Let me tell you, I'll have the last laugh right from the grave.
Her life will be a nightmare.
That's right.
Can you imagine asking your your father, how she could spend her money.
Let me
not
tell you
like
something.
Howard.
I don't need a little monkey like Gary banging my wife and living on my money. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Well, he was doing it while you were alive.
Joan, you're...
So what's the difference?
Oh, now you've hurt me. Now you've really hurt me.
Let me tell you about it. I read a thing. It was in the Time of Newsweek. Good marriages don't make love that often, so that's good.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good that I have such a good marriage.
You have a great marriage.
Yeah, I have a... I said to my wife, I think of you as my sister.
Yeah, so I had a really good marriage.
My wife gets really horny, though, when she wants to have a baby. She wants to have a third.
She should.
So she gets, like, real horny. All of a sudden, she wants me.
Would you like another child?
Look, I told her, look, she takes care of the kids. I see the kids occasionally.
Yeah.
I don't see the kids a lot.
He visits.
I love them, but I don't see them a lot. I visit the house. So if she wants a kid, let her have another one. If that's what she wants to do.
That's wonderful. Big families.
She wants to get big and fat.
Oh.
And I told her, I told her your words. I said, hey, Joan Rivers says when a woman your age has a baby, she should immediately have the tummy tuck while she's in the hospital.
Absolutely.
Did you say that?
Yes.
I said to my wife while I was doing
while
it.
She's in the hospital?
While she's there.
Oh,
if she's going to have a cesarean, let him pull it tight.
No cesarean.
She can, well, I don't know if you can do it then.
All I'm saying.
If she has a cesarean, though, they can do it at the same time. Great.
All I'm saying is, she's going to be stretched out from beyond belief. Her skin is old already.
All right, then you know what?
What?
Then you have her wait 6 months and you give her a tummy tuck as a gift.
Tummy tuck and breast lift. Now you had
breast lift.
What is breast lift?
I didn't have a breast lift.
No, you had your breast lifted.
I did not have my breast lifted. Should we take off my blouse?
So when you take it off.
No, please.
When you take off your top.
Believe me, you won't applaud.
When you take off your top for these guys, they're like
you
the Greek guys.
My top is off. You don't have to take off my top to see my breast. Just lift my skirt.
Are you embarrassed when you take your top off? Does it ever go through your mind that the Greek guy's going, hey.
I don't have a Greek guy. All
right, when you're with your men and you take your top off and you're famous, do you ever go like, oh my God, one of these guys.
I happen to have a very nice body.
Do you really?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
And that's what hurts me sometimes, because you think, gee, nobody's appreciating this.
What do you mean, really nice? Like your ass and your breasts?
For my age, my body.
What do you mean for your age? So like there's like no wrinkles on it or anything?
My body is very good. I get in a bathing suit and everything.
Really?
Real person.
Not a bikini, but one piece. You wear a bikini?
In the summer, yeah.
Now, why hasn't somebody gotten a picture of that?
Joan, Dorothy, Joan wears a bikini?
And looks great.
And
what do you mean,
okay.
like a thong?
Did you do a layout in Playboy?
They never asked me.
Would you do one?
I would do it with Joe Collins' face.
With a bag over your head.
Joe Collins did it. We all ran to look. We all stood with magnifying glasses.
She doesn't look like that.
Glasses.
She doesn't look like that.
She looks very good in close-up.
No, she's all wrinkled.
But how do you know?
Because I saw her on a CBS interview. Obviously, they didn't have time to put her in makeup. I swear to God, they ought to bomb her.
Oh,
I can't believe it. Oh, come on. I know you're a friend of hers.
I went to a party with her. She looked damn good.
Hey, I saw you the other day with Linda Evans on your show with that maniac Yanni.
Yanni.
You were so nice to them.
They really like. I'm so happy to see people in love.
Oh, come on. In love. Come on.
They like each other.
Wait a minute. The two of them are now like Yoko and John.
I'm telling you. She brings
Yoko and John?
Yes. She brings this Yanni out. She drags him wherever.
Johnny has to come wherever she goes.
First of all, the guy's name is Johnny. Everyone's buying into this Yanni thing. Linda Evans looks like...
They're really in love.
Linda Evans.
Wonderful.
She was so beautiful on Dynasty.
Can we talk a second?
No.
Linda Evans, just a minute.
She looks like a train hitter.
Just a minute.
She looks like a football player.
Linda Evans is the only person in Los Angeles I never heard a bad word about.
Really?
You know how boring that is?
Yeah, but come on.
You can go to
she didn't look
party.
well, be honest.
She looked great. She looked great in person.
What happened? The TV made her look bad?
Yeah, sometimes you can get bad shots.
And that Yanni is such a yerk.
Yanni may be a yerk.
Yeah.
But they're in love, and it's nice to see a man.
Are you in love?
No.
You are not?
No, I wish I were.
That Greek guy seems great.
There are a lot of men I go out with.
Why don't you love him?
How come you don't fall in love with one of these men?
Because you know what it is? She got too much money.
Man over 55 years old.
True. You look at him and you go like, ugh.
You know what I mean? You're lucky they're sitting there with a pulse.
So why don't you go with a young guy? If you got such a good body and you're wearing a bikini.
I don't like young men. I like guys my age. I don't like young men.
You wouldn't take me. I asked you to date me.
I know. You begged me.
She laughed
I said,
at you.
no, go back to your wife, buy a new vibrator, and make it work.
Why, the old guys really take care of you?
I like older men. I always liked a man older than me. My mother always said from the time I was a baby, and remember this, Robin.
All right, I'm listening.
You should be the pretty one. You should be the adorable one. You should be the one that they're worried about.
Listen to these
always
rules.
Said that.
Is that sick?
My
What's
mother
wrong with that?
had great rules, and she was right.
Go out with a young guy. You're horny.
I don't like young
But if a young guy could do all those things...
I would never trust a young guy.
Now, your daughter's going to work for MTV.
Work. She's doing gossip MTV.
I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
Adorable.
Well, when I was at Joan's party, I was hanging around with Melissa.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Is she going to go by Melissa Rivers or Melissa
Rivers.
Rosenberg?
She took Rivers. What can I say?
All right. Well, personally, I think she should stay with Rosenberg.
I do too, but she said to me, nobody ever did anything for you, Mother, so I'm taking your name. Isn't that sweet?
Well, I don't know. I think it was a nice memory to Edgar that she had the name Melissa Rosenberg.
Well, in real life, it's Rosenberg.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a professional name,
yeah,
huh?
but it's cute.
Let me say something, though.
Yeah, but I'm so proud of her. Don't say one negative thing about her.
I'm proud of her, too, because I tell you, I met with her at Joan's party. And Melissa's telling me, I have a pitch meeting with CBS. I said, listen, what is she kidding me? She's trying to impress me. She was just trying to impress. She had no pitch meeting.
She did.
She did not. What did
the
she
lowest level.
Yeah.
Listen, we all start somewhere.
I know.
She went into CBS and she met somebody in the hall and she pitched them.
So what is she going to wear on MTV? She's going to wear like sexy,
She
hot
looks
little outfits?
great. She wears, it's a different generation. I don't know what she's wearing, but she looks great in it.
So when is she starting on
She
there?
started last Wednesday.
Oh, okay, because I haven't seen her on there.
Yeah, I'll have to start tuning
Yeah, last Wednesday. She's on every Wednesday, somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for that. Okay, I know what's going on
it's a
there.
new show, and there she is.
Wow, no kidding. That's good.
I'm going to leave you in 2 more minutes.
But we want to ask about Sam, don't we? Before...
Oh, Sam Kinison?
Yeah.
You want to have...
Yes. Thank you for letting me talk that day on your show.
Yeah.
I loved him.
I know you did.
I loved him, and I think he was terrific. And look at this. I really get upset. Because, you know, we all know each other superficially.
Yes.
And there's certain people you say we're all busy, but, boy, when we connect, we connect.
Psychically.
And I just loved him.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Yeah.
He really was.
I'm terribly sorry she lost the baby. I mean, it's just awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Real bad story.
Yeah.
But,
and that he was sober. The irony of it. And hit by drunks.
I know. He really liked you.
Yeah, it was absolutely mutual.
Yeah.
Absolutely mutual.
And that was good the day that you came on the air with Sam, because Sam was so, he was really upset.
Yeah, he thought his whole career was gone.
That was great.
Oh.
He didn't try to bang you, though, did he, Sam?
No, he tried to get Dorothy, the elephant girl.
Sam was always trying to bang everyone. I'm surprised he didn't try Joan, you know?
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Dorothy's going to wear a little costume from now on.
My favorite moment with Joan, though, is whenever I go on her show, I grab her ass and I give her a big hug.
I'm always waiting for that.
But what I love about it is that you sit there and you plead with me. Please, please, don't. I beg you. She was almost going to go down on her knees. She says, I beg of you, don't. She whispers in my ear, I beg of you, don't do this.
That's the part you love the best.
And you know what I said? I should just pull up her dress. She's got a good body. What the hell? Let's show. Next time I come on your show.
Next time, let me ask you, why can't you come on and bring everybody on with you?
With the whole gang on?
I beg you. It would be so cute.
Well, I don't like sharing the spotlight with anybody.
No. Then we'll let them all go, and you stay on.
Why don't you have them on individually?
I'll have them on, and then you come on.
Why would I do that?
Because it's nice to see the whole group.
So
you really have a good time here.
Oh, come on. I feel like such a douche.
I beg you.
What, did you feel like a douche?
No.
It's like having your family out with you.
No, but everybody wants to see you. I can't explain.
I'm doing the Tonight Show on the 12th.
Great. With who?
With Jay Leno.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You don't think Johnny, think about it, Johnny.
You don't think I go on with Johnny, do you? I don't think Johnny's too choked up with me.
When does Leno start?
You know, we had Johnny's son. Did you hear that?
No.
We had Johnny's son on Dial-A-Date, and he's been trying to get... He thought that... Johnny's son thought, Chris, had told us a story that he tried to get Johnny to call you when Edgar died. He felt that Johnny should have.
Yeah, he should have.
But Johnny, of course, I guess, just told him to shut up.
It's like, you know, as I said, it's
Corey.
It's like
Corey,
who I like
Corey.
very much.
Yeah.
I fixed Corey up on a date.
Really?
So did we.
So did we.
Yeah.
I know.
Everybody does that for Corey.
Yeah.
She liked him.
Really?
She thought he was very cute.
Yeah, well, you know, Johnny Carson's son. That's not a bad
What's
deal.
not to be cute?
He's going to inherit a pile of money.
Yeah, well, you don't know. There's that third wife there saying, I love you more, hon.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with you. Who knows? All right, listen.
Okay, I love you. I adore all of you.
Joan Rivers is on
you again?
Channel 11 in New York at 11.
And I don't want to hear from that person on Channel 9, whatever his name.
Oh, he's a jerk.
Please.
He's an imbecile. Don't even let it in.
Step on our backs.
Don't let it into your psyche, okay? Dorothy, I'll see you. Your body, look at you.
She has a great body,
Look
Dorothy.
at your body.
They're always talking about Dorothy's body.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let me see your legs. What shoes
Great
do you
legs.
wear? Let me see your shoes.
She wears Manila Blahniks.
You got nice legs.
Yeah,
what do you wear under there? Are those pantyhose or is that garter?
She wears nothing under there.
What do you wear, Joan? You wear pantyhose?
I wear armor.
What is that? You wear panties, Joan?
Goodbye.
No, she doesn't.
Bye-bye.
Joan, do you wear panties? Joan, come here. I'm going to grab your ass. All right. Very nice. You look great.
Yeah,
I'll see you, Joan. Yeah.
Well, they sweep in and they sweep out, don't they?
They sure do. Joan walks hunched over. I got to tell her to stand up straight. I think it's those
That's
heels.
her one problem. She has a posture thing.
She has bad posture.
She walks like an accountant.
You know what she has? Yeah. You know what she has? She has Dowager's hump.
No, she doesn't.
Joan has Dowager's hump.
No, she does not.
She walks like my aunts.
Bent over.
My old aunts walk like that. She bends over, and it's not attractive.
No, I always say to her, she should straighten up.
She pulls off a whole young look until she walks out of the room.
She looks great.
She got dowager. You know what? She needs calcium. She needs calcium pills.
I don't know.
She
Because she
looks
doesn't
like
have the curve.
Yeah.
She looks like somebody that's on high heels for the first time.
Right.
I mean, kind of like...
Yeah, she's tiptoes, and she's bent over.
Right.
But there's a hump.
No, there's no hump there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. I have to look again,
Bring it
but
back.
because I checked that out. Why is Joan bent over?
Gary, check Joan for a bump before she gets on the
Yes,
elevator.
Just check her back, see if it's smooth.
Yeah, I tell you. Well, you know I'm so perfect, I can comment. No, but seriously, did you see how she's curved up? You didn't see.
I see how she's bent over.
Yeah.
She always walks like that.
I'm telling you, that's
But I don't know that that's a hump. I check.
I guarantee you, if you run your hand across her back, there's a little bump there.
Really?
There's like a little
well,
hump.
can't they do something about that?
I don't know. Maybe on the next
Now,
Facebook.
I remember at her Christmas party, she wasn't bent over like that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
She was?
Oh, yeah,
Remember
Robin.
that dress? I don't see how she could walk if she was bent over.
She was bent over, I'm telling you. That's the one thing she doesn't do right. Because she's got the whole look. I mean, she
Yeah,
her
she
hair
pulls
looks
it all
nice.
together.
Everything looks good. All right, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, didn't you think she looked good, Fred?
I think she looked terrific.
There you go. All right. No, but you know what? That's from bending over Edgar's grave. I'm telling you.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
She's
Joan's
so funny now, though, dating up a storm.
Oh, she's dating like a maniac. You can't even get in her bedroom. Did you see that? She has like a special frilly bedroom.
I think you have to climb up there on a ladder.
Yeah, it's weird. We were over at Joan's house, and you go up, like, there's no way up to her bedroom, because we wanted to go up and look at
see
it.
it up there.
It's like, you got to picture this. It's like her apartment is one big room, like a loft, and then there's a bedroom. Like, you see the door and you see the light from the bedroom, but you can't get up to it.
Well, you can actually see the bedroom. It's open.
Yeah.
You know, there's that little balcony there, and you can see it. But
Yeah.
you can't get to it.
And it's frilly, and
Yeah.
it's very feminine.
Looks like something you'd see in Cosmo or something.
Yeah, it looks like one of those sort of country French.
Yes, very French.
Very French. French provincial.
Very French.
Very French. I love her, man. She's great. So we'll be back right after these words.
Well, when Howard was a youngster, his father recorded him singing and talking. And now, 25 years later, the recordings are back to haunt him. It is classic, Best of Stern.
I got a whole bunch of family records.
Well, yes, you haven't played us What's His Name on the Street.
Manny Street. Man on the Street.
Manny Street.
You want to hear that? You don't want to hear that.
Yes, I do. And you got a bunch of those?
What happened to? Yeah, I got about 9. I got recordings of me singing.
I don't know if we want to hear
From
that.
1960.
What did you sing?
There's some Cat Stevens tunes.
Because if it was Psychedelic B.
No. It was like me at 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
I found
that
this.
song.
My father used to put this stuff on disc. It was pretty cool.
Manny Street.
Manny Street, if you... No, this isn't Manny Street. Wait, let me just see what this is.
Oh, well,
In silver bells.
That's your mother.
Yeah. That's my sister playing piano. This is me playing piano. This is me playing piano. Pretty good, huh?
I bet you really like this tune.
It's pretty rockin'.
I was going to say, it's pretty irritating.
Yeah.
Mix up the flour, then you'll be
That's my
dead.
sister.
Mama's gonna make a little shortening bread.
You're kidding.
I won't embarrass her with
She
that.
doesn't sound anything like that today.
Yeah.
When Johnny was
That's me.
a little boy, he never said his prayers. His mother took him by the pants and threw him down the stairs.
That was me. Pretty good, huh?
Cute.
Hey, shut up, Jackie. I bet you this would have beat Steve-O on Star
Wait a
Trek.
minute. You know, I'd still rather listen to this than Jackie's song.
I know. Yeah, really. I don't know why I love you. And I don't know why. I was a kid singing like that. You were an adult doing this song. There's a big difference, don't you think?
I wouldn't laugh if I were you, Jackie.
I know. At least I wasn't an adult doing this stuff. You want to hear Manny Street?
Yes, please.
I don't know why.
I don't know quite what to do, what to make of this. Every time I try to decide, my mind wants to run and hide.
Hey, wait a second. Stop it a second. How could your mind run and hide? What kind of...
Well, he didn't know quite what to do, Howard.
But every time I try to decide something, my mind runs and hides. Just no superego there. All right, this is me at 11 years
I was
old.
just going to say, why is the intro to that song so long?
Well, I like the intro better than... It actually sounds like it's going to be something good.
Yeah.
And Jack... Let me hear a little more.
Oh, boy. It gets so confusing when you're losing.
He was losing. Hey, he was losing even then. He was on Nutrizet. It's so confusing when you're losing. You've been losing your whole life, haven't you, pal? That's why he's so angry at me. He's always angry at me, man. I only helped his whole career.
I know.
But yet he has that anger.
You ruined him.
I did.
You made him a success.
Yeah. Scares me that he's involved with our show. I think we're going to be doomed to failure. Let me hear a little more of that.
Such thing as pride. How can my heart be this empty when it's so full of love?
I don't know. Is that rhetorical, or are we supposed to have an answer for that? One thing you can hear the words on this. The bad news is you can hear the words.
No, the good news is that you can hear the words. The bad news is that they're not worth listening to.
I know. How come this is the only tune that you can actually understand words to? Should have mumbled more. How can you... I'm sorry, man. It's a good song. Wait till you hear Manny Street when I was 11 years old.
You'll get your chance.
Yeah, you'll get your chance to make fun of me.
That's okay. I knew you were going to play it so often, I would have put in a plug for my show at Rascals tonight.
Oh, man. Idiot.
Manny Street.
But mind you, I was 11 years old, Jackie.
Radio personality, all right?
And I don't want to play this for these imbeciles.
Come on, Howard.
I was 11 years old. What did you want?
Hello, friends. It's your man on the street, Manny Street.
Well, I'm doing a voice. It's not like that's my voice. I'm doing this voice.
Not too obvious, okay.
All right.
I'm here on this radio station today to bring you fun and frolic.
Oh, boy.
All right, forget it.
How much did they spend on that piano? And they wondered why you couldn't play.
I was a pretty retarded kid. Pretty much living in my own world.
All right, let's hear some more. Come on.
Oh, thanks, Robin.
Oh, stop
you
it,
can sit there and giggle.
Oh, I'm just helping.
You know how sensitive I am. It gets worse.
We, as you know, interview people right off the street. And today, we are going to the New York slums. Yeah. All right. But first, a word from our normal sponsor.
Our what?
Our normal sponsor.
Oh,
I was 11 years old. You know what you were like when you were 11 years old? Well, come on, you know.
Pretty sensitive.
Yeah, right.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
Aware.
Come on. All right, that's it. I'm not playing anymore.
No, come on. I was only teasing.
It gets more embarrassing.
Come on. Howard, this will make a bigger man out of you.
My father comes over the house. He's playing this for everyone. You got to hear this. It's unbelievable. It shows that 11 years old, you knew exactly what you were going to be doing.
Nothing.
Nothing. You were going to be nobody. I think I was trying to do like a Soupy Sales kind of, wacky show, but be a little more outrageous.
Yes, I hear little mixtures of W.C. Fields, George Jessel, a lot of little
all the influences
there.
A little Henny Youngman.
Yeah.
And a lot of Rich Little. I do a lot of impressions on this record.
All right, let's hear it.
Hello, folks.
This is the sponsor.
You have trouble. Can you get your mind off of things?
Oh, forget it.
No. I was going to say, now, who's this kid helping you out?
See? You couldn't even tell it was me.
Right. The transition was incredible.
It was like another person. Oh, man, forget it. I'm not playing this. Because it gets worse. I'm not playing
Jackie, whenever he says anything about your impressions, you'll always have this.
Oh, man.
Come on, Howard.
But what go?
Look, we let Jackie's song go. It's just because you have control of the button, Howard. That's not fair.
All right. I don't see you bringing any tape to yourself. Oh, man. The only tape Robin's parents made of her was the tape they used to wrap around her mouth.
Duct tape,
yeah.
baby.
Duct tape. Seriously, though, there's some semblance of comedy here in this.
Well, let's hear it.
Even for an 11-year-old. You can hear a tinge of Freddie Roman, a little bit of Steve-O, the influences, the early years.
You should buy Calliope S. Smythe, new book entitled...
Oh, forget it.
Come on, Howard. Will you stop? We can't even get into it because you keep interrupting.
I was a kid just fooling around with a tape machine in my father's recording studio.
Let's listen.
If I am over 44.
Right.
Now, you do not understand the title. I shall explain the book to you.
Yes, explain, please.
And, well, if you buy, it's a sensation.
Sounds like our live commercials.
I was going to say, you've been doing this since you were 11.
That's why I'm kind of tired of it. I thought I'd be in TV by now.
Oh, goodness.
And now I take you back to your man on the street, Manny Street.
I was 11 years old. What do you want? Hey, Jack, you can get that smile off your face.
WOR.
Wait, here's a woman impression now I'm doing. Wait. On 11, it was easy to do women. Oh, let me go back.
And here is that local personality, Manny Street.
Here I am again, and here we are at the slums. Ah, I see a Chinese man walking up to me. Tell me, sir, what is your name?
Hello, Charlie.
What is your name?
Okay, that's enough.
Wait a minute. I couldn't keep track of what was going on. First of all, Manny Street's voice has changed.
Well, come on. It's hard. I went from a woman to Manny Street to a Chinese guy. Come on. I'm at 11 years old. You think it's easy?
I'm having trouble here.
It should have been like, and now here's Manny Street. Hello, I'm back to Manny Street. And now I'm here in the slums with a Chinese man. Hello, Charlie. You say that, and then the Chinese guy comes in. Hello, Charlie.
Right. But you went into the Oriental guy before you even said hello to him.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, Chinese guys were saying hello, Charlie.
Oh, that's...
Like Chow Lee.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm not playing anymore. Because you guys obviously don't understand.
Come on.
You guys don't understand an 11-year-old has, humor.
No, I want to hear this.
Well, of course you want to hear it.
Oh, Howard, I'm not laughing.
We're taking it all into account and laughing at you anyway.
Get out of here, you imbecile.
Way ahead. Come on, Howard.
All right. It's embarrassing.
No, it's great.
My name is Charlie.
I've never heard of a Chinese person named Charlie.
Well, I tell you,
my mother was an Italian Jew, and she named me a Charlie. But
wait a minute. This is the one thing I have to say, Howard.
Well, I was gonna
show absolutely no growth from 11 to 33. What is this?
All right, that's it. All right, we're gonna play a commercial.
Oh,
no, this is too humiliating.
You've been doing this since 11?
Well.
And they've been calling it, what do they call this? They call this is 6th grade humor.
Hey, Marvin Tippman says I'm a genius. And no wonder they always say that the guy has 6th grade humor. Because I was in the 6th grade when I invented all of this.
Come on, I got to hear a little more. I mean, this is incredible to me.
Oh, wait a second. No, that's enough.
No, come on.
All right. Let's finish it up. It's almost over anyway.
Excuse me, but, how does you're Chinese.
Well, you see,
My father was a Chinese. He's a Buddhist.
Forget it.
Come on, honey.
All right, I don't want to hear any more of this.
There's a joke here somewhere.
No, the joke's over.
Come on, I want to hear...
There's no joke here. This is an 11-year-old being sensitive.
Will you put the record on and let it finish?
Nah, forget it.
Howard!
Come on, who wants to hear me when I was 11 years old anyway, when you think
all
about
of
it?
New York.
It's either that or Jackie. I don't know. It opens so wide. The difference is Jackie was a grown man when he did it. You know, I got an excuse. I was 11 years old, pal.
That was your excuse then.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Oh, man.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. So you could have used this material on Star Search. Hello, Charlie.
Go on, because you're like talking over everything. I can't even keep a track of what's
exactly
going on.
the point.
You mean a Buddhist? Yeah. Well, thank you very much, sir. And, may reward success your sacrifice. What sacrifice? I don't know, but it sounded like a...
Where will you stop this?
I was 11 years old.
I was getting into that.
No, you're not. All right, it's enough.
Come on.
No, man, I'm not going to... It's too embarrassing.
Well, I can't even tell when you're getting to a point.
There is no point. I was 11 years old. You were just getting something. I was just getting to some material.
Right. It always took you a little while to get into the meat of things.
Oh, man. All
right. Yes, I see. Well, very interesting meeting you. So tell me, how's the family? Fine. Now, bye. Well, folks, that about wraps it up. And remember, if you have troubles, read Smite's new book.
You started doing it at 11.
At the age of 49. Yes, sir. So, bye, folks.
Well, one thing has changed, Howard.
My boys.
No, I wasn't even going to say that, you see. One thing has changed between 11 and 33.
Yeah.
You got funny.
That's right. See, yeah. That's right.
Staying the same stuff.
Right.
But you're funny
That's
now.
right. Mr. Rogers is throwing up right now. But, you know, Mr. Rogers even copped that whole Calliope thing from me.
Yeah, listen to that.
Yeah. He copped that from me.
I don't know when he got a chance to hear it.
To cop this disc for my old man. Well, I got a whole bunch of family records now.
Uh-huh.
A whole bunch of neat stuff.
Well, the only thing that's embarrassing about that is you realize that you were 11 years old. That's not embarrassing.
Yeah.
Doesn't show great promise. But
No. But, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting that the...
You know, I understand when Mozart was a child, I mean, you could see the genius right away.
Yeah.
Some people aren't like that.
That's it. Because it takes time. Well, now I'm taking a commercial break here. We'll be right back.